the president said, and more. Joining us live in the studio, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo is here, legal practitioner, former spokesperson of the Labour Party, and columnist. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you, viewers, for joining in.
And joining us via Zoom is Mr. Jesu Tega Onokpasa, a lawyer and APC chieftain. Thank you so much for being with us on the program, sir.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to start off with Mr. Okonkwo. Let's talk a bit about this presidential broadcast, this media chat. It's the first time he's done it since he came into office. Some people have said there's kudos for that. At least gathering the media together. Our very own Malkwe Ogun Yusuf was there. You saw her asking him that question about the removal of fuel subsidy. Should it have been tapered, she said. And he said, why? Why should it have been tapered? And then she said, well, you know, maybe some kind of contingency plan. And he said, what contingency? What are your thoughts on that particular conversation?
Well, it's very regrettable. First and foremost, in a democracy, which requires transparency and accountability to the people, a president is having the first presidential chat 19 months after taking over power. That's about 40% of his presidency. 19 months is about 40% of the 4-year term of a president. We have to stop all this nonsensical giving kudos to failures. For 19 months, you've not been able to tell Nigerian people what you have been doing. And you started doing wrong things from the day you were sworn in.
But he has been speaking. He has done briefings. He has been giving speeches. He's been explaining himself since he came into office.
Democracy is not about your talking to the people. It's about your being interrogated by the people. The Constitution says the participation of the people in their government shall be ensured. The people participate through their representatives, both from the media, both from any policy you want to do, has to be interrogated by the people. Democracy is not just about doing what is good for the people, it is also about doing what the people want. Now, let's come to the nitty-gritty of the presidential media chart. There were about 4 major branches of what he said. Talked about the stampede, talked about cost of governance, talked about corruption, talked about the tax reform bill. These are about the major areas. About the stampede, this president shifted all the responsibility to the organizers, people who wanted to help people who are hungry. Let me tell you, this stampede happened in the east. It happened in the west. It happened in the north. That means it's now a general thing that Nigerians from all sectors are hungry and things are hard. They did not die in stampede because they were poor. Poverty exists in every country. They died in a stampede because they were desperately hungry. In other words, they know that if they don't have that food, they don't even have anything to fall back in their house. And that is why they had to struggle for 5,000 naira and for grains of rice. The worth of life in Tinubu's government is now about 5,000 naira, and it's about grains of rice. Look at what happened in Abuja, in the Catholic ministry. They've been doing that for decades. They've been doing that for years. Why is today's own different? It is different because people have become desperately hungry. When people say negligence of the people organizing it, people that were expecting like 500 persons and they saw 5,000 persons, they wouldn't have reasonably assumed that 5,000 persons will come. And when the 5,000 persons came, they would have been able to organize themselves if they were not desperate. But because they were desperate, they did not wish to ever live there without having anything. Having seen that more people came, they knew that some people would live there without anything. So they had to now struggle to make sure that they are part of the beneficiaries. That is a sign of a failed state, struggling and dying for the most basic necessity of life, food. When the president visited Lagos the first time, his own people started it. We are hungry, sir. And he said things are well. His dim-wit fellow people that are serving him will go to him and say things are well. And when he neglected those signs, by August, the whole nation, they were protesting for hunger and hardship. They neglected it. In December, people are now dying of stampede for food for 5,000 naira. Now, and he said, it is the fault of the organizers, fault of the people that want to help. You are incompetent government that cannot cater for the security and welfare of its people. Now again, let's move into the issue of cost of governance.
We'll get to the cost of governance, but I want to get Mr. Nokpasa to respond to that. Mr. Nokpasa, well, Mr. Kenneth has said he's finding some issue with the president's views on the stampede. Where do you stand?
Well, the stampede is most unfortunate. May the lives that were lost, may their souls rest in peace. I think the real problem is that we have just failed woefully in producing food for our citizens. You know, when we are campaigning for this administration, the people were calling us Agbadorians, you know, because our president was always talking about producing food. Unfortunately, we don't seem to be able to produce the food, you know, and you just have to accept that's our fault, you know. The good thing about agriculture is that you can plant a crop today and harvest in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year, you know, and try to convince our president just to concentrate on food production. Even if we cannot reduce the price of fuel or whatever else, let our people have food to eat. Let our citizens have food to eat. You know, Kenneth is trying to be overly political about the matter. That's just who my dear brother Kenneth is. May their souls rest in peace. You know, and it's a shame. That we have allowed prices to skyrocket, especially of food, you know, of food. Let people just have food to eat. That's my take on it.
I mean, that's a very interesting dynamic. I mean, an admission, because you are a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress, that is an admission of failure, you know, and one that I think you're standing by.
No.
Because what you said in the beginning of this conversation was, we have failed. What did I hear it wrongly? He said, we have failed to provide food for our people, and that is just it. That was what you said. So are you admitting that as a party in governance, when it comes to food production for the Nigerian people, has the party failed?
Yes. No. Because we did not concentrate on food, on providing food for our citizens. Because we do not.
I mean, I'm still hearing the same thing from you, Mr. Okonkwo. We'll get back to you, Mr. Nokpasa, on that, but that does sound like an admission of failure.
Well, you know, I so much enjoy my brother Nokpasa because he seems reasonably, honest. I used the word failure, I think, about once, and he used the word failure about 5 times. So, and yet he said I'm political. And actually he echoed, more than myself. But having said that, God forbid that I will play politics with the destiny of Nigeria.
Because that is what the All Progressive Congress accused opposition. Actually, it was the PDP that they were responding to.
Yes,
and they said you're playing politics with
yes,
this.
that is the cheap blackmail that failures always do. Rather than addressing the issue, they shift the responsibility. Have you ever seen this government? When they say they take responsibility, I wonder which responsibility. The worst statement the president made in the presidential chart is scoring himself excellent. He said he has done excellent job. The man that is staying with me in this studio is an Abadorian. And he said we have failed. Was that not an admission that this president has done the worst job by any president since independence? And I always place my facts on the table. What are the facts on the table? This president, in the last 12 months, we have had national grid collapse for more than 12 times. It has never happened in Nigerian history. Meaning, the power is not accessible, it is not available, it is not affordable. This president, between October and November, and this is a president that is priding itself or himself that security has improved. More than 2,496 people have been murdered and about 1,757 persons kidnapped between October and November. This is a president in that presidential chart said we should cut our cloth according to him, according to his body.
According to our
God,
size.
you have said good. Now, this is the president that is driving the most expensive car in the history of president of Nigeria, limousine beast that cost Nigeria almost ₦1 billion. This is the president that had a presidential jet working, but he went for a new one, ₦150 billion. And this is the president that is saying, cut your cloth according to your size. So in the area of what has he excelled to award himself excellent?
Let's find out what Mr. Makpa said.
I didn't have any face-up with the military. They are the people who are looking for face-up. Didn't have any face-up with the military. I said what I said. Helicopters were flying over my house. And even today, as we are talking now, in Imo, the military people, the army, the navy, are standing side by side with my men, fighting at Okigwe and Idiato, now in Imo. So some of them coming to make these things. I laugh. You know, why they do this is working for the federal government, so there are certain things they cannot say. What they cannot say to other people. They are saying that insurgency will not end. Ekpa, Simeon Ekpa. Who is Simeon Ekpa? We have destroyed virtually all ESN IPOB camps. As I'm talking to them now, as we are talking, we are standing side by side with them at Idiato and Okigwe today as an operation. When you are fighting for self-determination, it can take any means, because the person oppressing you will not allow you to just go. The person oppressing you will do everything to keep you. So it's not a new something. It's not new.
So how would you explain the continuous imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu?
Nnamdi Kanu,
the court freeing him several times.
I don't think any court has freed Nnamdi Kanu. No court. Let them show us evidence of Nnamdi Kanu being freed. There is a process now. There is court of first instance. There is court of second instance. There is a court of final instance, which is the Supreme Court. When you do, the due process of the law is very clear. When you win at court of first instance, the other person can appeal and ask for stay of execution. I think we are living in a strange world. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. He's a criminal. He ordered for the killing of people, innocent people. So he should be held culpable, responsible for his crimes. It's as easy as that. There's no two ways about that. But if the court finds him that all the atrocities is committed and find him non-culpable and release him, if the Supreme Court does that, okay for him. But for now, no court has set him free.
All right. Merry Christmas to every one of you. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. We don't come again. Yeah. Good evening to every one of you. Thank you so much. Today is Tuesday, 24th of December, 2024. Yes, our presentation takes a bit longer today, and we're still continuing. But I just want to acknowledge some of you right there quickly. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. Good evening to you. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much for all that you do. We appreciate you always. Thank you, Peggy Modi. Thank you, Mother Rita. I can see you. Abu Azi. Thank you, Mother Pachata Bujumi. Martina Ambassi TV. Mandan Iris Finance. Thank you. God bless you all. Pachata Nofe, my dear sister, I can see right there. Coach Child. Thank you. God bless you all. Peter Ifi. Water Dory. Thank you. Vitus Akwabele. Larry Dipo is right there with us as well. Jude King. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I appreciate it. You all, my people. Thank you very much. All right. We have Neil James with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Flourish. Sazele, I can see you right there. Maui Ezra or Siohan. Asemuta, thank you very much. God bless you all, my people. I appreciate you all right there. In case I did not mention your name, but I want you to know that I appreciate you. Good evening to you. And Merry Christmas to every one of you right there. But meanwhile, before we continue, many of you know about Bola Ige. How it die, tele ago. But today, the daughter don't come and come speak to tell us how her papa die, how they assassinate him. I know say not just by like that. They assassinate him with alongside with someone else, which you all are going to be listening to right now. But before we listen to the daughter, I would like us to start with the daughter. Then I'll play another video that will give us holistic understanding and view how it all happened and why. Because the daughter was a bit skeptical. I believe she never wanted to offend anybody. She was being careful with her words. Nigeria now, maybe, she say her father died, mama died, everybody died, and she's also being careful. She don't want anything to happen. But the sad part of this whole thing is that, okay, I might give a clue. Let's listen to it before my own submission. Guys, press on the like button, help us to share. Let's listen to this.
It's a story I can't forget.
It's a story many people can't.
And you narrated the story in your book.
Yeah.
How you came to the house and met everywhere quiet.
Yeah.
What happened that day?
That day was the day. It was a Sunday. I'll never forget. So I'd gone to see my mom on that 23rd. My dad hadn't come back from Lagos. When we were going to carol service, I stopped by because my parents also live in Bodija. I also live in Bodija. By the time I was going to the carol service, my dad hadn't come. And so my mom was like, okay, I'll wait for him so that both of us will come together. Throughout the carol service, I was looking out. If I see somebody come in, I'll think maybe it was my dad. So throughout the service, my dad didn't come. So I thought, it's unlike my dad. My dad is the kind of person, if he gives a promise, especially to his children, he will try and fulfill that promise. So when I got back I went to my dad's house. And I got to my dad's house with my two kids. My husband didn't go.
That was on the 23rd of December, 2001.
December 2001, about 8 p.m. Just after 8 p.m. So when we got to the house in Bodija, my dad's driver and the policeman and the security detail, they were outside. And the driver was even playing with my daughter. My daughter was like, no, don't play with me, because I've trained my children, you know. Nobody will just be touching my daughter's cheek and say, fine girl, you are my wife or you are my girlfriend. No, don't even play with me. So my daughter was not, you know. So I just went straight up. The whole house, there was an eerie silence. Very odd. So my children were like, Grandma. So my son went to the study. I thought my mom was there, because in the study there's a bathroom, and my mom wasn't there. Grandma, on my dad's side, there are two wings of the house. My mom has one side, my dad has one side. Grandma. Then I heard my mom's voice faintly say, yes. So on my mom's door, the key was outside. So my son was the one who actually opened the door and found that it was locked. So he just undid the key. As he undid the key, Muiwa just leapt out and said, Daddy, I heard a shot. I'm like, what? Because I didn't even go to my dad's side. I was going to my mom's side first and then going to my dad's. Muiwa just ran out.
So they were locked in by the assassins.
The assassins locked my mom, Muiwa's wife, my uncle's wife, who my dad had gone to drop in Catholic Hospital Oluyoro, locked them in my mom's room. I went to go and kill my dad. So Muiwa said he heard a shot. He heard shots. I'm like, shots? So anyway, Muiwa ran. And anybody that knows Muiwa knows that Muiwa is fitter than me. He flew. And then I just saw my dad's body on the floor. He was wearing white brocade, buban shokoto. Muiwa too was wearing white buban shokoto. Muiwa, then there was, a gunshot wound to his heart. Muiwa was now doing CPR. So he stuffed the place and he was doing CPR, put his mouth and was do the CPR, blah, blah, stop one, breathe into his mouth. I just broke down. He just said, then I think the houseboy, the steward now came, and I started crying. He said, Staffordshire, don't cry. The steward now said, oh yeah, carry him. Helped carry my dad. He just took the car from the key from the driver, or maybe he had his own car, I don't even know. He just took one car. So I followed him. By the time I got to that housing corporation roundabout, my father lives just off a day. My brother was going at a speed that there was no way that I could match. So he had taken the body. So he had gone. So I now went home because my husband was like, this is the third time you are going to your father's house, because I'm very close to my parents. So he decided that he's going to watch TV. So he was watching TV. And then I just came in and I said, Bero, my dad has been shot. I think my dad has been killed. He said, are you crazy? I said, did I lie like that yesterday? I said, somebody just shot my dad. He says, okay, so what are you doing here? I said, I came home to take my ATM card and whatever I have so that if they need money in the hospital. So he said, okay, where is he? I said, Muiwa's this handbag, because everywhere my mom went, Muiwa followed. So Muiwa was very close to my mom. So after my dad died, we had a meeting, Mom, you're going to live long so you can enjoy all the things that all the hardships my dad has put you through, the detentions, everything. This is your time to enjoy with your grandchildren. We had gotten married. We didn't know my mom was going to die 16 months later. So overnight, my mom just ruptured a vein behind her eye. And she too just died. She too died on a Thursday morning, April the 10th, 2003.
Yeah. So
that was the most devastating thing for Muiwa and I. Muiwa was just like, how? We just lost our dad. We just did the 1 year anniversary. They now killed our mom. As far as it's concerned, these are two people. They've got blood on their hands. So, why am I even saying amen to that? They are saying we have become orphans. Do I know what that means? I said, okay, what are we going to now do now? They are both dead now. So he was like, no, he's not accepting it. He can't even accept my dad's own. He's not accepting my mom's own. So it was very, very traumatic because, you know, now with hindsight, I'm the only one that turned 40 with my parents alive. By the time my dad died the day after I turned 41. My brother died 6 weeks to his 31st birthday. I was only 33 when my parents died. So it's been tough on him more than me.
So when the principal witness recounted, mom knew it was over.
My mom knew it was over.
And the principal witness was the gate man of the house.
It was the guard. It was our own private security. It was not the one by the government.
And so he's the one that Bola Ige employed.
Yes, yes.
So he's known to the house.
Yes.
He's like a member of the family.
Yes.
And he
even though he came from a security company.
Okay.
But it was the family that pays him. And the security company later said that it was because the people the defendants were putting pressure on him, and they said they were going to kill his family. And if he stuck with his story. So the poor guy recanted.
What was his initial story?
His initial story is that he saw these people come in, and then he now got to...
I was able to identify them?
Yeah. At least he was able to say that my dad's security details were not there, and that some people had come in, and then when my driver... And then had said that I had come back, 2002.
2002.
So they killed him on December 23rd.
Why would they want to kill him? Why did they kill him?
He was, people kill what they're afraid of. People kill what they're afraid of. There were people who were afraid of him.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. On that question, why did they kill him? That's where I'm going to take you guys to. But you can see that the daughter was very, very careful. She could not answer some of the questions. She was stylishly bypassing some of the questions, which I totally understand. If you say person with the by papa, by mama, and she doesn't grow now, she have her own children to look after, and remember the Minister of Justice, so I will not say there's no justice. A whole Minister of Justice will not see justice. It be as it gets. You understand? Although Nigerians reacted to this, but I'm going to bring that in shortly. But let's listen to this.
Two of Nigeria's leading politicians, Bola Ige and Funsho Williams, were assassinated during Nigeria's nascent Fourth Republic in 2001 and 2006 respectively. While Ige was shot and killed at Ibadan, Williams was stabbed and strangled to death in his home in Lagos. As a matter of fact, more than 50 politicians or pseudo-politicians have been killed since the return of democracy to Nigeria, and the riddles surrounding their deaths remained unsolved to this day. Political assassination is the intentional killing of someone, especially a public figure, usually for political reasons. Often, it is carried out by a person who occupies or wants to occupy a political position, or someone who just wants to be in the public eye. Pardon, or your state. On December 23, 2001, Chief Bola Ige was found shot dead at his home in Ibadan. He had been involved in controversies within his party, Alliance for Democracy, which led to brows being raised at the then Deputy Governor of Osun State, Iyiola Omisore, as being responsible for the murder because of their recent feuds. President Olusegun Obasanjo quickly deployed troops to the southwest to prevent a violent reaction to the murder. Everyone arrested and tried in connection with his murder, including Iyiola Omisore, were discharged and acquitted. The killers, as of the time of making this video, are yet to be found.
Williams there. In case you want to watch more or listen more, go to History Village. Then you can listen to more on what they're saying concerning, they're actually focusing on histories, things that have happened before in Nigeria that in most cases you and I are not aware of. Yeah, particularly me myself, I don't really know much about the story of Bola Ige. You know, it was only recently that I learned more about it. So I'm looking forward to learning even more today if my panelists are available. So yeah, this is the situation. But Nigerians reacted, which I would like to quickly take here. After the particular interview of his daughter, as you can see there, this is coming from Felix. A time will come when Dele Farotimi courage to challenge the judicial system would be seen as heroic, and we will all agree that without a great judiciary, the country cannot be great. Bola Ige's assassination story is heart-wrenching and a slap to our judicial system. Keep resting, Cicero. Okay, I'd like to take another one here. Osai Madubushu, who said, I can still remember this whole story. If a justice minister of a country can't get justice, then the common man is just like ant they can crush. Rest in peace, Uncle Bola Ige. It's sad, to be honest. If a minister of justice no get justice, hey, till today. But meanwhile, I have Chinedu there. Bola Ige was a very honest politician who wanted the best for Nigeria. I know when he started the healing process between the Igbos and Yoruba, especially the purported betrayal of Igbos by Yoruba during the Civil War. He meant well for Nigeria. A certain group in Yoruba land saw him as a threat, which was one reason he did not get second term as Oyo governor. He could have carried out the unfinished business of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Those who hated Nigeria, that Nigeria's development, murdered him. We have more response. Marvelous said, OBJ, which ambassador, must answer some questions before exiting on this year. Still unbelievable. Nigeria is really a crime scene. Okay, I have Rishi Cole. Nigeria, a crime scene. A whole Attorney General and Minister of Justice killed, and nobody was held responsible till today. May Nigeria not happen to you, to us? Mr. Edmond, well done, sir. Okay, I still have other response here, which I would like to take. Just be patient with us. Okay, while I'm taking my responses, because this is my last submission, in case anybody want to join me to give one or two submissions. Today is Christmas Eve. You know, a link I've posted for those of you that want to join us. You can call me on time, please, so that we don't spend so much time here. You know, it's Christmas Eve. I understand everybody needs to spend time with family. Even me, I need to spend time with family. Everybody, so you know I be. But meanwhile, my goodness, I don't know how you all feel after all these years. But truly, can this country get better if those up there find it challenging to survive and end up losing a loved one? What can the common man say? What can we do? It's a big question. Margarita, I can see you on the backstage already. Thank you, man. I'll bring you in shortly. Okay, I have another one here. This one is quite long, but let's take it. Somebody commented and somebody responded. Anton Greg commented, my dear, na bala blue, kill your papa, were arranged, and also Forshaw Williams also. I don't know who they talk about, but somebody responded. This is not true. Bring up your proof. If you will suspect any group that time, you should suspect Obasanjo led PDP that was disgraced in Southwest in 1999, credited to Chief Bola Ige's influence in Southwest and was ready to do anything to take over Southwest in 2003. During this period, Tinubu was battling against the same people, PDP, for the soul of Lagos State. In addition to this, one of the main suspects in the killings of Chief Bola Ige was rewarded with a senatorial seat by Obasanjo-led PDP. This suspect won election and became a senator while he was in police custody as a suspect. So as the thing respond, that's why they carry the console. I saw the done for you. You know. Then Chinedu came back again. PDP government under Obasanjo was desperate to win southwestern states, and they saw Bola Ige as a stumbling block. Omisore was the hit man. Rest in peace, Cicero, as he was fondly called. Okay. Then I have Olantuji Akimpelu. I don't know how to pronounce the name properly, but said, wickedness is never happiness. Uncle Bola Ige made me went to secondary school when he was Oyo State Governor through his free and qualitative education of UPN, Egba or Egbe, Emole. I don't know what that means, but I'll just take it the way I see him. Don't worry. All right. I have about 4 to go. Here, I have a very long one as well, which I will be taking, but let's start with this one first. The prince said, if this story does not make you think Dele Farotimi is saying what many are afraid of concerning the justice system, the reason why a politician can steal and still walk around like a hero, but innocent no name can be locked up for saying he's our mind. Then we have Olariwaju said, it is obvious everyone knows who killed Bola Ige, but we learned that Chief Awolowo warned him not to work for some people in government. Well, he was still alive. May his soul rest in peace. He, Obasanjo's, live well. Both were constellation of Abacha government with LT Cole. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Kasai injection prisoner of Abacha. Okay, I don't know what that means. But me, I have Dr. Booz said, it sounds like his security men were paid by the government authority to assassinate him. May his soul rest in peace. He was a true Yoruba giant who sacrificed his life to defend the truth. Today, Yorubas are in big trouble because the king and elders are selling us for peanuts. Then the longest one here, this one are tiny. I go take trainer, you know. My team will screenshot all this thing for me or bring all of them home. I don't already quarrel for this one since, but still, we'll just take it like that. This is coming for Toyin Jenyo. This story is one of the stories that made me concluded that Baba Obasanjo has no moral standing to suggest ways to put Nigeria in the right path. He should apologize for his failure to implement those suggested ways of putting Nigeria in the right path when he had the opportunity. I don't talk this thing so many times for this platform, right? And many of them don't attack me. I don't talk calm. Person way they part of the people way destroy country go come here, come they blame Tinubu for my platform. When me know say you could have fixed Nigeria. If you fix Nigeria, there's no way Nigeria would have been able to produce people like Tinubu, but you failed. Then you thought now say, I don't like listening to people like that. Me, with all due respect. But I would like us to move on with this reading. Say, and I don't forget where we did because this is too tiny. Okay. He should apologize for his failure to implement those suggested ways of putting Nigeria in the right path when he had the opportunity. It is a fact that the activities of Baba Obasanjo in the Southwest led to the emergence of such character like President Tinubu and his followers from that part of the country. We all know that Baba Obasanjo constantly attacked the institutions and individuals standing for policy based on political ideology. In the Southwest, and the peak of such activities was the killing of Chief Bola Ige, who happened to be the last renowned man standing for such political ideology. Perhaps if Baba Obasanjo had not committed those wicked acts in the Southwest, Tinubu wouldn't have emerged from that region and rise to the present position, which is kind of present character. In other words, no one is beaten. Character like Tinubu would have emerged from that region and rise to the position of president. I believe Tinubu borrowed from Obasanjo's game plan by submitting to the owners of Nigerians like Obasanjo did and rose to the top, so that he will not end up like Chief Awolowo and Chief Bola Ige, who refused to submit them. Yes, we managed to see them and we don't read them. This is the reaction from concerned Nigerians right there, but we're also going to be taking reactions from this platform as well. Say sometimes it's good to go back, rewind, put our car for reverse a little bit and to know what happened, how it happens. Sometimes, to keep our memories fresh. If you're talking about the present situation of our country, we need to know how it's all started. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you for your time with us today. I'm just going to take one or two articles quickly so that we can start talking. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share as well so that we can take it from here. But meanwhile, Dele Farotimi have been released. Many of you already aware of this, that yes, they have released him. Finally, I want to thank everybody that have participated directly or indirectly, for this injustice that happened to Dele Farotimi. Now that he has been released, although with strict conditions, you can't do this, you can't do that, but Dele Farotimi have this to say already. I'd like us to quickly listen to him and hear what he has to say.
Know is this: I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. Amen. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil. Yes. But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. He says, once have I spoken. Once has he spoken, twice have I heard. He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. That's true.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Please bear with me. Let me quickly bring this to your screen. I think I'm facing some situation right here now because I can't find my... Okay, bear with me, guys. I can't find what I'm looking for here. Okay, finally got it. Okay, let me put this on the screen. Guys, yes, on my Yewiti Dele Farotimi talk. But meanwhile, on the article that I'll be presenting right now, I have a couple of articles, but let me start from here. As you can see right there, alleged defamation. Nigerian legal practitioners disciplinary committee reject Alpha Babalola petition to debar Dele Farotimi. I know say Alpha Babalola tried everything possible to remove Dele Farotimi's name from lawyers' lists. So they have rejected his request that they can never do that for him. Legal Practitioner Disciplinary Committee, LPDC, has dismissed a request from Chief Alpha Babalola's law firm Emmanuel Chambers, to revoke the law license of human rights lawyer Dele Farotimi. So a lot of people are already talking about this particular one. You see, many people know the truth. I'm telling you, many people know the truth. That's why I'm saying that Nigeria will be better, but I don't know when. E get where e go reach. The same people where they work with them, I go first start to fight them. E get where e go reach. But meanwhile, Peter Obi criticizes police ban on palliative distribution, calls it unnecessary bureaucracy inclined to abuse. Okay. I'm not going to take this. I'm just going to leave it right there. I don't know if we should take it, but I think we should just let that one go. Okay, let me take the first or two paragraphs here. The presidential candidate of Labour Party LP in 2023 general election, Mr. Peter Obi, has condemned the ban imposed by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbeteko, on distribution of palliative to the poor, except with the approval of the police. So Obi, writing on X handle, described the move by IGP as a timely response but a disturbing development in the light of the state of the nation. He said it was an unnecessary bureaucracy prone to abuse. Former President Goodluck Jonathan commiserates with families of victims of the stampedes, describing them as tragedies that have left the whole country in shock. So I'll leave that one right there. In case you want to read more, just go to Arise mainstream article. You read there. But meanwhile, I still have one or two here. Thank God, Oga CM is here with Oga CM. I was actually looking forward to having you today because I want to hear a bit story about this Bola Ige from you. I know you know more than me when it comes to history of the country. I'm here to learn. We all are learning. Okay. Sarah Reporter. Never an easy journey when you are fighting evil, Dele Farotimi declares after release in prison. It's not easy now, obviously. If it's like Peter Obi, when Peter Obi was contesting 2023, he tell us it's not going to be an easy journey. So when it's not easy, people were complaining, but he reminded us, I don't tell them I say not go easy. These people will fight back. Because this is what they have been benefiting from since day one. And you want to take it from them, obviously they will fight back. That's how it works. It's not an easy journey. Okay, unquote, it is never an easy journey when you are fighting evil. But some years ago, before I began this work, God spoke to me very clearly. I heard him say, once has it been spoken, the truth is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. This man, I have so much respect for him, Sha. God. But meanwhile, I still have two more to go. No worry, we won't start the talk, so I really take much time today, 2 hours presentation, but I deliberately did this though. Sometimes we have things that I really want you guys to see. Okay, the same thing, headline, another headline. Remember, Sarah Reporter, that was the one that reported the one I read before. This is coming from Channel Television. The formation LPDC reject Alpha Bawolola request to debar Farotimi, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. If men were God. But meanwhile, the last one that I have with you guys here, quickly. People's guys, and I talk this one. Tinubu is worst Nigerian president since independence. Right, most expensive cars. Kenneth Okonkwo. So I use this to tally up with the video. Although we didn't finish that video, we will play like 20% of it. So the video was very, very long, about 50 minutes long video. So you guys can go back, go watch if you have not yet seen it. Yes, my people, now here we draw the curtain. We've done our part today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. A few more wonderful people. Now God bless you. Now, guys, press on the like button, help us to share. I appreciate you all. Those of you just joining us right now, Merry Christmas to you all. This is just Christmas Eve. For me, my evenings, they do them all the time. So I'm also home. So tomorrow, you guys will tell me which one I eat: turkey, cold, fish, rice, or whatever you eat. You come in. and you bring my own for me. I will appreciate that. God bless you all. Let me start with callers. Anybody that want to call in now, you just have 10 seconds to do that, please. And let's take it from here. You know, I don't really like waiting for my callers. When I say call in, just start calling in so that we can take it back to back. But once my panelists start talking and you start calling, it's difficult for me to stop them at the same time. Thank you very much, Tony Africa, for calling in. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening, sir.
Salube.
They do Christmas.
Yes, that's why I say Salube now. Salube, right?
Thank you very much, sir. Just like last year, so we talk to. Okay, sir. So, yeah, man. As I just hear your voice again, and then so my body concluded because I was already shivering. I had to increase my heater, because I mean, when I just see the daughter of Bola Ige, you know what I'm saying? He just compared me. I just try to put myself, in her shoe, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine the
very
trauma,
sad.
What she went through. Oh, it's too painful, I know that when I lost my dad, then I lost my uncle, but it was not that bad, like that. Just losing his brother, hey man, that's what we call calamity. It's a pity. And then I think my own stand is that, and then now I also henceforth be with you. Your how to be in your school of thought, or your believe that your brother was not a good man. Henceforth, I was one of the people that are contacting you here that I know brother did, but now I don't believe that this since 1999, this current dispensation, which is all write it off. You know what I'm saying? All of them, including Obi. Anybody that has paid, all of them, let me correct all of them, or because there's something we can do, because you cannot adjust the constitution, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, the judiciary, Wike is already having, his wife is in the appeal court, then Wike's daughter is already in the high court, the federal high court, Oshomole is already, his son is already commissioner, is coming to be the governor in 20, so man, let's not forget about everything, anything political, then, and then we should be looking for the other way out. So we really need to start afresh. Whether as a country, because I don't say the cost trouble, but as a country may be difficult. But as we look for a way to see what we can do about our respective localities in Nigeria. Because this your story tonight, it's just the last straw. It's the last straw that breaks the camel's back. I think you hear me, sir.
Yeah.
Because I just did the things too chilly, was too crazy, was just too explicit for me, too graphic, so graphical, in nature. It didn't just finish me, but other than that, it don't just pick my phone when you come smile for me, because it's a little bit, now my body just come cool down.
Thank you.
It's a big, and that men like you also, they are around, you're fighting to make the country, to resemble a country, but you can see also where I said that you cannot do it. A tree cannot make a forest. You know what I'm saying? How many people like you are there in Nigeria? How many of you are you able to set 10? You they talk of 50 every time. If you can be able to have 10 people like you, then it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not 50, just 10. How many? Then so it's better that we can all get a heart attack. Understand that?
We'll see. Thank you.
Just leave the country for them. Let us see whether we can be able to make something out of it. Because now we be the number one country for Africa. Look at our city, the best planned city. No matter how it's looking like now, it's a question for us to go back and paint. But the plan is already there. They already planned it. And then this Obasanjo, that also apart from I think that he was hell bent on destroying a world war, and then his men, the 5 noble state governors.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hold on, sir. So just last sir. Thank you. That Obasanjo, Nanu yes and I go see Chifinauru's properties. I don't hear that. He also, yeah, I saw the Nauru family fighting to reclaim their land and the landed properties from Obasanjo. He's a devil man. Okay, and I stand with you.
Thank you.
So it was helping to destroy the world war and his group. You know what I'm saying? And if you can be able to destroy in our all those kind of people. So what else? So let us just forget about the country, sir.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you,
very much,
Mr. Tony.
So once upon a time, people will remember you that you tried to rescue the country, but that country was not a country. So let us see if you can be able to build a country now or go and rebuild Edo. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. All right. Yeah, it's a sad one, but anyhow we look at it, it's still sad. We're only doing our part to see how we can have a better Nigeria in our time. Remember, in the process, we put in this effort to doing all this. We all are getting old, so there's every possibility we might not have that Nigeria that you and I are craving for. But if we have it, it's to be our own benefit. But the way it's going, I don't know. But meanwhile, Crosby Entertainment TV, thank you very much for the super chat. Now God bless you. It's my first super chat for today. I'm very, very grateful. I'm not taking it for granted. Your pocket never ever run dry. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you very much for those of you just joining us right now. Enterprise, I can see just coming in. Kate Morris, I can see Ajay Deborah, I can see you. God bless you, all my people. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Pius, Moye, thank you very much. God bless you all. And God will bless you now. Just do your part by pressing on the like and help us to share. George Blue share, I can see you. Kiss the Geraki. Lumide Ake with me, my brother. Where you did since we don't miss you. Arize Chukuma, thank you very much. God bless you, all my people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me start with the way it is on the table. You know, I was supposed to start with Augustine, but you came toward. So, but let's hear from Madam Rita first. Madam Rita, thank you very much, man, for joining us. Merry Christmas to you. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Iselogbe, my brother. Merry Christmas. And my lovely, lovely mommy diaspora, who I love so much. Iselogbe, mommy, Lami. Greetings to everybody in the panel and those watching from home. Madam Tusabi, our cheerleader, and what's this? Our other lady that calls from from UK. The love of God is our strength. You know, everybody is just. It's awesome to be alive now, and we should all be very grateful. And of course, the forever busy comment section. Good afternoon to everybody. Merry Christmas in advance. Please, nobody tell me seasonal greetings. It's Christmas Day. It's the birth of Jesus Christ. I don't believe in seasons greeting or compliments of the season. It is Merry Christmas. Because when it's a Muslim holiday, you say Eid al-Malud or whatever. So it's Christmas time. I am owning up. It is the birth of Jesus Christ. It's Merry Christmas and not compliments of the season. Thank you very much. I just had to put it out there as a Christian and a believer of Christ. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for this day and for this opportunity as well. I didn't plan to come online today because obviously it's a season where everybody's busy with one thing or the other, volunteering with family and all that. And I pray that the joy of Christmas would locate everybody listening to the sound of my voice. Everybody who channels to Nigeria Watch Channel. The joy of Christmas would radiate in your family, would radiate in anything that is stagnant in your life. The joy of Christmas would start making it move. That is my prayer. And listen to Bola Ige's daughter speak. I don't know, it just brings back a whole lot of memories, a whole lot of things. I'm sure some people can relate to her story, you know, with their personal lives, you know, but we thank God for today. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for bringing this to the show. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. You're a great guy. You're a great man. You see what happened to Bola Ige? Nigerians, you need to know something, including the people who think that they can hold on to power, they can hold on to influence, they can hold on to control. There comes a time where you will fall down. Yes. There is no tyrant in this world that has ever existed that we know, from Napoleon Bonaparte to Hitler to even Ramesses. All of them at some point, they were powerful men. up to Alexander the Great. At some point, they were all powerful men. But in the end, they amounted to nothing. We only hear them in the history books. Every person who has committed some form of evil, I always say this, evil has an expiry date. Evil has an expiry date. You see what happened to Bola Ige? That file is a cold case file. But I am believing that cold case file will not be cold case forever. God bless Dele Farotimi. God bless Peter Obi. God bless Nigeria Watch. God bless Elvis Edigin. God bless everybody that comes here today and stands for the truth. As Dele Farotimi said, the truth is enough. Your truth is just more than enough. And be prepared to be very lonely when you are standing on the pedestal of truth. Be prepared to be lonely. Be prepared. I always say, I like to be on my own when I'm speaking for the truth. I don't want any co-debate. I don't want any supporters club. No. Everybody stand on your own pedestal. If you are standing for the truth, be prepared to be very, very lonely. Because the way the world is designed by default, many people do not like to hear the truth. Do you know why they don't like to hear the truth? Mr. Elvis is to say something. If you know that you are committing an act where tomorrow you don't like, you don't want anybody to see or hear about that evil act you're doing, don't even do it at all. They don't like to hear the truth because they know they have committed something that they don't want you and I to hear or you and I to see. That's why they hate the truth. So that's why the truth is enough. As Dele Farotimi said, it's just more than enough. It's just more than enough. Bola Ige's daughter, is she saying her truth? Hopefully she's saying her truth. Hopefully from all the journals of her father she's putting together, you know, and just giving the world whatever she decides or the family decides they want the world to see. I hope and I pray it's the truth. Because if it's the truth, that is more than enough. In 20 years of time, 50 years time, somebody's going to read that book. Somebody's going to bring out this cold case. Yes, another attorney general will bring out this cold case. Another chief of police will bring out this cold case. Another president will bring out this cold case. Trust me, it's coming. It's coming. It is coming. It might not be in our generation, but it is coming. I kid you not, it is coming. Because according to what Mr. Jonathan said, Nigeria is embedded, is lying on a bed of lies. Nigeria itself is a lie. The name Nigeria, it's a lie. The so-called constitution, it's a lie. The system of government, it's a lie. A big fat lie. And the lie, the ball of lies, it grows day by day. We are living in it, unfortunately. But do you know what? Our truth is enough. Because one day, that truth will burst that big bubble of lie. We just need to keep standing and be prepared to be alone. Be prepared to be lonely. For someone like OBJ to be president as at that time, we all know the kind of person OBJ is. I mean, for what he did in OD. In OD, everybody knows the story of OD now, how they leveled that place down. For someone to be the president, like OBJ to be the president of Nigeria, and Bola Ige was murdered, until today is a cold case file. It tells you a whole lot, not even about OBJ, about the country. When we say Nigeria is captured, we just feel it's just maybe the caliphate and some group of people, maybe the Kaaba. It's more than that. It's more than that. Till today, Dele Giwa's death is a cold case file. Yes, just like many other deaths that we all know, is a cold case file. I remember I was in Nigeria at that time, and when Bola Ige was murdered, and I don't know, it was one evening, I think about an early evening, and as at that time, we had a house phone, and the phone rang, and I picked it up, and I heard one of my relatives, her voice was shaking. I was like, "What's the matter? What's up?" She said, "You didn't just see the news that, you know, Bola Ige was killed." I'm like, "What?" And immediately I said, "What?" Everybody around me were like, what's happening?" And I said, "Hey, this man was just, you know, he was just murdered." And everybody just went cold, like, "Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness." It's still a cold case file. It tells a lot about the justice system, the police system. It tells you about the entire system in the country. Just the death, the murder of Bola Ige alone. And that should tell you that many people, things like this come out, right? And Dele Farotimi writes a book. And I know there are many other books coming. And I know there's another, episode of another book of Dele Farotimi, his experience with this whole process he has gone through. I'm waiting for that book. I know that book is going to be a bestseller. And they cannot take it away from us because you know what? Technology has helped us. Technology was made for Nigeria. I just believe so. The internet has been made for Nigeria. Even if they want to burn out all the books in the entire library, hello, there's something called soft copy. Thank God for technology. Soft copy can go viral within a split second with just one click. So you see, it will be foolhardy for all these ancient of days, demonic ancient of days, to think that they can seize anybody's book from a library or remove it from any law library of any sort. It's just sheer stupidity. They have lost touch with the reality of the times. And they are just going deeper and deeper into the abyss of stupidity, because that's what they are. I'm sorry, Mr. Elvis. That's the nicest word to use as an adjective to describe what is going on with how they are attacking Dele Farotimi. That's the most nicest word, stupidity. It's very, very sad. It's just listening to the story, it's like there's something that just, I don't know about you, like lifts off in your heart. Like, it's a kind of like, there's a beat that said, oh my God, we're in a deep mess. If Bola Ige's case is cold case, Dele Farotimi is just a chihuahua. And the reason why I think the likes of Dele Farotimi is still standing today, he's still able to speak, is because we are in a new era, a digital era. Anything can happen. Recordings, phones, internet, anything can happen. Aerial view, drones, anything can happen. That's why the likes of Dele Farotimi is still standing 10 toes down. Glory be to God for that. We need to understand rather, the depth, the severity, the high grade of occultic wickedness going on in Nigeria. Many people don't know the level at which we are in. We just talk about, oh, something is evil, this person is wicked. Listen, there are different levels of wickedness, so trust me. There are different levels of wickedness. King Harold in the Bible, you see the level of wickedness to take out babies? It's different from somebody that will just go and steal or lie. To take out, that is a different level of wickedness. What Nigeria is going through, right now, many of us are still not aware of the severity or the degree at which we are living in a ball of wickedness. We don't know the level yet, and that's why many people, when we say it never reach their eye, when you don't reach their eye, Nigerians will wake up and take their country. They can't take out their country now because they don't know the level or the severity of wickedness or what is going on in Nigeria. But there's a day where this wickedness will end. It starts from saying the truth. It starts from writing, speaking out, preparing yourself physically and spiritually for what is to come. Because you are going to be very lonely. You are going to be abandoned. You are going to be insulted. Your family will be threatened, if not taken away. It's going to happen, but be prepared. Are we prepared? That's the question. Is Bola Ige yesterday, 2003, or in 2024, and we're still here. The level of wickedness has blown into unimaginable proportion. And you know what? I just feel that, Obasanjo, somehow God likes to, God's ways are different from our ways. When he keeps setting people alive, it's for a reason. Obasanjo is still alive today. He's still speaking. IBB is still alive today. The caliphate and whatever it is they're dealing with, they're still alive today. Or the people that they feel that they are controlling the nation, they are still alive today. And they're seeing what they're seeing. But I pray that they'll be alive enough to see the transformation when truth starts to come out little by little. Many people didn't even know about Afe Babalola until Dele Farotimi wrote a book and people started digging into who this man is. There's a lot of Afe Babalola in Nigeria. All tribes, not just from the West, all tribes. There's a lot of them. The non-state actors are the most demonic, wicked entities. Non-state actors are the ones that are not voted. They're not into, you don't see them in any political rally. You don't see them in any political meeting. You don't see them nowhere. They're unseen. The non-state actors are the worst of the worst. The wicked ones, they are the worst of the worst you can ever imagine. When you were playing Dele Farotimi, what's his name? Bola Ige's, story and all that, they're saying something that he went against the Sharia law. I just laughed. He went against even taking down a woman because she stole. And then he was planning, he got an appointment in The Hague. It speaks a lot. So one word that I took from what Bola Ige's daughter said, as he said, Kola Abiola told her, the fingerprints of the states is all over. The fingerprints of the fingerprints. You watch movies now. They say, okay, let us see the metal. Whose finger was it? And that's how they can detect, okay, maybe it's this person that pulled the trigger or something. In Bola Ige's case, according to Kola Abiola, he said, the fingerprints of the states is all over. So what does that tell you? And then the mother, I think I watched the point where she said her mother said something like, is this the justice system that I have been upholding? I've even been practicing for years that has done this to us. What does that tell you? The fight that you don't want to fight today, you don't know if it's coming back to you tomorrow. The decisions that you're making from the Supreme Court, from the police force, from the governors, from the local government chairman, the decisions and the policies and the programs that they're meting out to the people today, they don't even know that it's coming to mirror back to them tomorrow. They don't know the severity. They just look at for the moment, what gratification I'm getting for the moment, what money I'm getting, what position I'm getting for the moment. They don't understand the severity of the bad decisions that they have chosen to sign up for or they are chosen to support. Let us be careful. Everybody should be careful. Everybody be careful. When you're making a decision, think of your children like, this $1 million are giving me now. Okay, if you convert it now, in the next 10 years, what's the value of this 1 million? In fact, even if you think now, in the next 20 years, if they pass on, do your children know how to manage the investment of this 1 million? Everything crumbles. So you say, you know what? It's not really worth it to sign up for anything evil. It's not worth it. Nigeria is not at peace because there's so much red oil everywhere. Many of these men today, many of them, you think they don't have red oil on their hands? Whether you are not a direct participant or you are an indirect participant, you are a participant. Bola Ige's murder, the hands of the state, the fingerprints is all over. Nobody speaks, nobody talks. In a country where Obasanjo was president, what does that tell you, Nigerians? Even the people from the West, I think they even have the answers, but everybody is muted. Why? What is this entity that is making everybody mute? In the same way, when Dele Farotimi wrote his book and he was persecuted, we were all shouting in this channel, where are all the SANs? Where are they? We called some name. I called Olumide Akpata. I called even Kenneth Okokon. Maybe he heard us. He probably came in a few days after. I called the one that comes out every day, Mr. Falana. I called our father from those states. What's his name? I've forgotten his name. His name now. Osekome. Chief Michael Osekome. I called all the sons that we know, all the big shots. Everywhere was eerily, scarily silent. Why? Why was everybody quiet in the state? Why was everywhere silent when Bola Ige was murdered? And we have somebody like Obasanjo as the president of Nigeria, and there was no solution. It turned to a court case file. I'm going to leave it there. That is why I say there's something that leaped up from my heart, and like understanding the severity of what we are into. It's very, very sad. May his soul rest in peace, and may all the people who were murdered rest in peace. And everybody who is passing through one pain or the other, like those people who passed on in the stampede, may their souls rest in peace. I pray that souls rest in peace. And I pray that God gives their family comfort. And, Bola Ige's family, I pray God, Holy Spirit also, give them comfort too, because when you lost somebody that you love, especially in horrible circumstances, it does something to you. There's a kind of trauma that goes along with it. And then we just pray that, we are comforted. We are comforted. And knowing that whatever we do in this life, truth is always enough. The truth is always enough. The day you waver from the truth, you are in trouble. The day you waver from the truth, the demons will be coming to attack you. But when you stand for the truth, that's enough. Be prepared. Prepare yourself physically and spiritually. Be prepared to be alone. So you don't feel lonely. You know that you are going to be alone. Dele Farotimi, looking at him alone, he looks like a man that's just at peace. He was prepared. He was ready. He's even still talking after he came out. He's still standing 10 toes down. That is what truth does to you. There's some calmness because you know what is backing you. You have faith that whatever the outcome is, everything is going to be all right. Stand for the truth, my people. Please be inspired by Dele Farotimi. We're all celebrating Christmas. Now, a lot of people are not celebrating Christmas. A lot of people are in pain. A lot of people are crying. A lot of people are lonely. A lot of people are incarcerated. The Kano that was kidnapped, he's incarcerated. Just like many other people, nameless ones that we don't know. Nameless ones that we have know that they're not popular. They don't have any a big mama or big father up there. Nameless ones. There's a lot of them that are incarcerated just for one political reason or the other. Let us pray for them. Let us also think about them and reflect on what we want to stand for. What are you fighting for? What are you prepared to fight for? Are you ready to be alone? Are you ready? It's not an easy feat. You see Dele Farotimi standing there. He had so many steps to get to where he is. You can't switch tomorrow and say you want to be Dele Farotimi because trust me, so many things will come that will make you fall. So you got to prepare yourself now. Something is going on in Nigeria. It's coming. I don't know what it is. Something is just coming. There's some sort of tension. It's something, it's like an itch. You don't know where to scratch. It's coming. Evil has an expiry date. I just pray that we are all alive to see how evil will be disgraced and decimated in Nigeria. If we end up calling the so-called nation Nigeria. God bless you all. And Mr. Elvis, Wessel, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you
I love
very
you,
much.
Mommy Diaspora. I'm still the only one that loves you more than any other person. Who doesn't like it? That's not my problem. Merry Christmas to everybody. Mr. Elvis says, I'd like to make an appeal here before I forget. I don't know, you still bound Simeon Uwagboje. I don't know if I pronounce it. Can you reinstate him? I'm just begging on his behalf. I'm not going against any rule. I'm just making a plea here. And maybe other people, some people just need to learn. I'm just appealing. Please, you can reinstate Mr. Simeon back. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he will be reinstated, but he needs to pass through the normal rules. Nobody's bigger than anybody here.
Okay.
Stating, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Wessel. Just in case, I might log off.
Black soup.
Hey, my sweet mama. This Christmas is the only Christmas I'm not making black soup. I've made black soup throughout the year. So 2025, black soup on the way. Mama Angel, I love you very much.
Sorry, they carry them over to 2025.
And they carry them over. No, this year, no. We've had enough black, no. 2025, black soup, mama. Love you, mama. Merry Christmas. Sorry, I can't see the text. I'm not wearing my glasses. Very, very tiny. I don't know who is there. I think Dr. CM is there. Dr. CM, Merry Christmas. Enjoy yourself and God bless you and your family.
Thank you, Madam Rita. God bless you.
Bye.
Same to you, Madam Rita. Pleased to hear from you.
All right,
Merry
sir.
Christmas. Yeah,
Merry
same
Christmas,
to you,
sir.
please. Yes,
All
I'm
right.
already in the mood. Now the rice now remain now. Make I start.
No, also Onubu no day. Also Onubu supposed day now. So rice go the chop.
The statistics we go chop. Make I chop another thing.
All right. Let me quickly, before I call on Mama A show, let me appreciate Stephanie Ojek. Thank you very much for the super chat. George Blueshell, thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas to you all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mama Aisha, I beg, talk to us, man. Merry Christmas to you. Good evening to you, man. Talk to us.
Compliment of the season to every one of us. And beloved Elvis, thank you for.
Madam Rita saying na Christmas, no be season. Just say Christmas.
Thank you for staying on top of Nigeria issue from January till now. It can only be by God's grace. So thank you for all you do. And thank you for continuing to enlighten us and also to stand for the truth. And our sweet mommy diaspora, thank you for backing us up, for always being there for us. Your presence gives us strength to continue the fight. Thank you, ma, and God bless you. And to all the panelists that are here and those who are not here, and to all the viewers, the commenter, and the listener, I say thank you. Thank you to every one of you, because without you coming around, the platform will not continue. So we appreciate every one of us. I say Merry Christmas to those who are already in the 25th, and Merry Christmas in advance to those who are about to enter 25th. And having said that, I want to start with the issue of Bola Ige. You know, it has been long that me as a person has asked the former president Obasanjo to come and tell us what happened to Bola Ige. Because there is nowhere on earth that the president will tell me and other people who knows the truth that is not aware to what happened to Bola Ige, because he was the Attorney General of the Federation in his time. The security detail that was assigned to him, they have answer to that question. But you see, that's when thief your thing. If it they help you, they look for her, you know they see her. You can see when you listen to the daughter, the pain is still there. No matter how they try to move on, they are still living in the pain. And that situation is applicable to many Nigerians out there today. And we as a people have now come to the realization that injustice for one is injustice for all. And to all the oppressors of our great nation, Nigeria, everyone that has used his position to contribute to this crisis and calamity, none of you will know peace on earth, and even when you breathe your last breath. So in the quietness of the night in your home, in your bed, you will be so restless. Since you people have made up your mind that you will not let Nigeria be, you will not let the younger generation to see that they are blessed in the very continent, in the very land, in the very nation that God put them in. none of you, including your wives, your children, ẹ ṣe àṣedànù láyé yín. Àṣedànù ni gbogbo yín máa ṣe. And to the IG of police, that in your very eye you see the nation messing up, and all you can come up with is to tell my children that any of them that curse you or say anything bad against the political elite that have ruined the nation, you will go after them. Shame on you and your people. Because the people you are supposed to go after that are creating insecurity in the country, your satellite cannot reach out to them and pick them up. Rather, it is the young Nigerians that you people have make life miserable for. Those are the ones you can track down and look for them. Look me well. Let me be this. The highest you can do is to tell me, Mama, I hate you, not to come to my useless country you people have destroyed. Did you understand? But that I will not enter African continent, that is not going to happen. Look at your children. They are doing well in other countries. Those are the knowledge and the ability and the strength they would have come to use to develop that nation. But no, some of you that have turned yourself to Ajegudu Jera, you don't want that country to become anything. But I say to you people, you do not have the final say. A day will come that those things that you people have eaten will shock you to buy. And your children too will eat out of this atrocity and the evil you people have done in that country. You think it's life you are enjoying? All of you that are ruining Nigeria, is it not only in Nigeria that your ego is high? When you travel to the Western world, do you see bodyguards running after you? Do you see people that help you to carry your handbag? Do you see driver that help you to carry and begin to do yes sir for you? Oh, really? Can't you see your life? And my Christmas gift and New Year gift for all of you is this. Carry yourself. Go to the mortuary. That is my Christmas gift. Go to the mortuary and do excursion there so that you can see the end of you. The same thing, after you finish for the mortuary, go to the graveyard and see the small portion that you will finally end. To my senior boyfriend, Chief Payne, Chief Tinubu, this also is my Christmas gift for you too. And Remi Tinubu, Rat, these are my Christmas gift for all of you. Go to the mortuary and see the end of you there. And come back to tell us whether there is convoy that will escort you to the mortuary. Go and check the bodyguard that will guide you in the mortuary. And go to the graveyard and see the small portion that you will end with. That is to tell you all these things you are grabbing like this. You will leave them behind. Naked you come. Naked you are going back. And to all the Nigeria that is aiding them to do this evil, my Christmas gift and New Year gift for all of you, go to the mortuary and see your end. Go to the graveyard and see your end. For those who are living in the country where they do crimination, go and see the process where they will turn your body to just ash. That will not fill a teacup. So that is your end. Remove your hands from evil and wickedness that has turned Nigeria youth who are smart and intelligent to non-entity. If not, your end will be like Saul. Thank you, and God bless us.
All right. Thank you very much, Mama H.O. Merry Christmas to you once again. I appreciate you for your time. I like the fact that you said we've been here since January till now. And yes, we all have been together. Just imagine, when we do 2023 election here, all of us gather for here. No, we don't do another Christmas again. So that's all life be. So I appreciate every one of you. It's a collective effort. Thank you very much for being there by my side, and thanks for standing for what is right. Hopefully Nigeria will be better in our time. That's what we're fighting for, to see how Nigeria can be better so that you and I, all of us, can benefit from it. Thank you very much. Martin Benjamin, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for the super chat. God bless you. Sir, my brother Elvis, thank you again for your service, and have a wonderful Christmas with the family. God bless you. God bless you too, sir. God bless your family. I appreciate you. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share. We have more people right here, but I have Charles Eluji in the backstage. Turn on your camera. I don't know if I believe it's your first time here. I'll just repeat that. Put on your camera so that I'll bring you to the screen. We need to see the person behind that camera. Thank you. Augustine, you have the floor, sir. Good evening to you, sir. Merry Christmas to you. It's good to have you on the show. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. In the spirit of celebration, I wish everybody Merry Christmas. Although it is by the time now, maybe in the next 3 hours or so, we get into Christmas Day proper. But all the same, I wish everybody Merry Christmas. If not for anything, at least for being alive from January 1 till today, which is maybe in a week's time, we get into a new year. So I wish each and every one of us, having made it for 11 months, this last month will be a bonus. All of us will get into the new year in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Hold on, Augustine. Let's confirm where Mr. Charles is joining us from. Mr. Charles, thank you very much, sir, for joining us this evening. Please unmute yourself. Please, where are you joining us from?
Yeah, actually, this is not my first time. I've been with you guys since 2023 election. After election, I've been on the background paying attention, but I've not been.
So you left us on the streets. Eh?
Even when what's the name of the lady that had I think that surgery early this month? I participated in the contribution as well. So I've been with you guys. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I don't know. Oh, wonderful. Which country are you joining from?
Australia.
Hey, Australia.
It's Christmas Day there already.
Yeah. We are in Christmas now. Today is 25th. This is 7:51 a.m. in South Australia.
So, Mr. Charles, I believe saying now through you will take on to Australia, come visit. Hi, I want to come to Australia. August CM, me and you gotta go.
They say na the place 9 life there. All this one way person they suffer ahead for UK, sha. They say na Australia na there.
See, they don't reach Christmas. Madam Rita never reach Christmas as we talk. So.
No, how them go reach Christmas? Now we go face reach before we tell them how far. And if God help him, he there Vancouver, he go wait tire. Anyway,
Madam Rita, I can see you. Okay, Mr. Charles, I hope you have time to wait to get your turn, or are you rushing?
No, I just came back from work now. Just I have all day today.
Okay, wonderful. We'll get back to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, you have the floor.
Okay. Thank you very much. Like I said, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you on the panel, those listening, those on the chat, wherever you may be. Madam Busy Brain, we missed you. Merry Christmas. I know you're listening. Actually, the issue today, but this Bola Ige something, it's really a reminder of what Nigeria has really become. Bola Ige's issue, I've not listened to the interview, the daughter's interview very well. I didn't join you, but I've looked it up, just seeing the interview she had with Edmondo Bilo. I know it's quite incisive, penetrating. The thing about Bola Ige something is that I feel particularly, bitter the way it happened, the way that man. There's a difference between buying somebody on the road, in which they say, now the man, if he in for no travel by this time of the night, or buy somewhere, they say, if for no go, or maybe there's a accident somewhere. The place a man feels the safest is in his family, is in his house. Anywhere you are, you go, they say, make I go home. When you get to your house, it's your temple. That is where you should feel the safest anywhere in the world. Anywhere you say this is your house or this is your home, that is where your security must be highly guaranteed. Then if you get to that house, it might be so many house of many rooms, or it might be a mansion or all this. Then you say inside your bedroom, that is your last place you take refuge. Inside your bedroom, that should be your sanctuary. For a man to be murdered there, to be pied inside there, it says a lot. A public official, not just another Beruwe there for road or one refrat, the Attorney General of the country, who left. Today is 24th. I think it's about, he died, was died on 22nd or 23rd or 20, I think some few days before Christmas. Now, it's like this anniversary we are celebrating now. I don't know the year now, 2001, about 23 years ago. So you now have to ask yourself, he left Abuja after working. He said, let me go and rejoice and celebrate in my home at Ibadan. And then this happened to him. And up to today, nothing. Yes, there is every evidence out there for people to believe, for anybody or for most people to believe that it's a state conspiracy that led to his demise. There is. Because the fact that somebody is an serving attorney general, and the way it was handled, a lawyer, a senior advocate who knows the law, the chief law officer of the country, who spent chance for, Bola Ige. I'm mentioning Dele. Bola Ige, there's no doubt he's quite a very brilliant mind. I used to read some of the things he used to write in those days. If not for anything, I remember the man during Nadeko, there's a newspaper called the AM News, I think, or Dia Ofimon from Iruekpe or so. They used to edit it during the time of Abacha. They were interviewing him after the murder of Ken Saro-Wiwa in November 1995. Or I think around there. The man said about Nigeria, he said this thing, he said this thing that they are fighting for now.
We are hearing somebody. Is it TV you are playing? Or okay, I believe saying I'll go see him. Now your children, they watch a cartoon or something. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Madam Busy Brains. I saw you right there. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. So, God, Elvis, Merry Christmas to you and your team, most especially Mommy D. I salute all the great panelists who are always keeping watch with you. To the best audience, listeners, and subscribers, Merry Christmas to you all. The fight continues. God bless you. God bless you too, ma. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for being there throughout the year. Okay, Gassium, you're back. Thanks, sir.
Yes, so, yes. Sorry about that. I do apologize. It's one of those sometimes unexpected interlude. So, like I was saying, Bola Ige, very, very, during the time after Sarajevo was spied, the opinion of world press was Nigeria should be removed from the Commonwealth, and it was, and they did, and yes, Nigeria was sort of the least. I mean, so how do I say expelled from Commonwealth? They were having a meeting in Auckland, Australia. Then the meeting of all heads of state, and it was that same week they were having that they acquired Sarajevo. So what took over the opinion of world press? I mean, most people was this is what is going to happen. So why I have to say this was so then, and they were interviewing Bola Ige. I think he was in Nigeria then, or he came back from abroad. He was asking me all this Nadeko, and now look at Abiola's case, incarcerated. Now Sarawiwa in the mix. What is Nigeria up to? Are you really? So he was just trying to express. I may not be reporting it word for word, but he was trying to tell them. He said, look, that Nigeria handed over to them by the British, that Nigeria should reinvent itself. But he believed that for Nigeria to really make it and sort of, realize its manifest destiny, because they say it a lot, that Nigeria must answer two questions. Nigerians must sit down and answer two questions. He said the first one will be, are we ready to be a country? Do we really want to be together? That was the question. He said, if yes, under what terms? That terms means the constitution. I've never forget that too. That is what he said. That's how he answered it. Bola Ige is always very direct and pungent. If you read one of his right, it doesn't go this way, everything hammer. You might not care, and he will tell you a lot. That's why they say he has a very sharp tongue. So Bola Ige said, he said that is what will solve it. He said, by that time, when we do it, then we have peace, and then we develop faster than anybody can think. He said, but until we do that, we are going nowhere. He said, I may be around then, I will participate, but whether I'm around or not, Nigeria must answer those two questions. I can never forget that. I read a lot of things those days, but I remember this. So when you had the circumstances in which he lost his life, he didn't lose it under Abacha, which is a military dictator, who he confronted. Because through Nadeko, they were confronting Abacha the way they can, everybody doing Nadeko, both home and abroad. So who are they directing it to? Not to me, not to you, but to Abacha. Abacha spared him, or maybe luck ran it all. There was was quite lucky. He was not among those that Abacha wasted or drove into exile, or for one reason or the other, done something. Then he came back in a civilian that he fought for, helped enthrone. And not only that, he participated in the politics that brought about the Obasanjo regime by way of campaign. He was now part of the government as the number one minister, because people do not know that Nigerian constitution do not record. No minister was mentioned in Nigerian constitution except Minister for Justice. Not that others are not important. Minister for Health, Transport, Environment, Minister for External Affairs. They know these are ancillaries that will help the government. Attorney General was mentioned and Minister for Justice. Nigeria must have, it was provided for. They didn't say Nigeria must have Minister for Education, but they said you can have ministers. That's a different thing. They didn't say you will have Minister for Agriculture because you may not like it. You may not want to have, or you want to have Minister for, is it blue economy or red economy we are having now? No, but Attorney General was provided for. So how can such a man lose his life in such a circumstance? So it baffles me. Now, if that is what it means to serve Nigeria, that's why most people might say Nigeria is not worth dying for. Because those that were serving Nigeria and lost their life, I don't know whether they named anything about after Bola Ige. I don't know, or maybe Osun State named Esauke, something there. I don't know, one school where he comes from. I don't know. But in terms of federal, I'm not sure. After all, Sam Okparaji was playing football and died on 12 August 1989 inside National Stadium Sulere. Slumped and died playing for Nigeria against Angola. Till today, people said ordinarily he deserved to be named. That stadium should have been his name. Somebody wearing Nigerian jersey and slumped. So that is sometimes when you look at this issue of Bola Ige, then you now ask yourself. That's why some people will say, "Is Nigeria worth dying for?" If you say it's worth dying for, those that have died for Nigeria, where how did we remember them? Rather, you name national monuments after criminals, those that are looted treasury. Nobody said, I've never had people that Bola Ige looted treasury, even when he was the governor of Old Oyo State, the whole of Oyo plus Osun State, he was the governor. And I understand he did well too, because he's an apostle of Obafemi Awolowo. And from all indications, from my own judgment, he's the brightest of all those. Others are good though. Don't get me wrong, but he's the brightest among them easily. So his death really is quite a shock to most people, and including even me. Not that I knew him personally, but the fact that he was Attorney General murdered in his bedroom, so which means where else is spared, and up to today nothing. They can't murder a man in his bedroom with people following him. The story was that those that followed him, they said let them go and eat outside. They left to go and eat. Only him was around in the compound or something, and they come and do a clean job. This one, if you read the books of Mossad, the books about the Israeli Mossad and what they do their job, you find out that to every crime, there's a little evidence. Only if you look deep, according to James Hadley Chase, to every crime, there's a clue, no matter how you cover it. So that is, as we people, I'm on with the daughter, the interview I know, it's not easy when you remember the circumstances. I mean, somebody can be ill for a long time, cancer, in the end he died. Yes, that's understandable. But this type, when you are serving your country, just to go and have a Christmas break with your people and come back and resume in January, and you are off until today, nothing is happening. So it's a shame, really, and it's a very sad commentary about Nigeria. Now, the issue of Dele Farotimi, the angle I want to bring to it is this. You see, I had to believe whatever Dele Farotimi wrote in that his book. I say this because if we get back again to the first, what is it? I think the where he wrote the foreword or something like that, in which he said, "Of what use? Of what use is a lawyer without facts?" Something like that. Of what use if you're a lawyer you don't have a facts? The facts of what you are writing. It means that you are not sure of what you're doing. So I take it that he knows he had already put himself on trial by making that statement, which means he's quite sure of what he wrote, and if anything, he will tender it as evidence. Anything he wrote there is quite true. But if let's leave Dele issue apart now, let's leave Dele out of it and look at Afe Babalola. Now there's what they call WikiLeaks that came out from United States. If you sue Dele, can you sue WikiLeaks? If you have the courage, yes. They said, a lot of scandal came up. Then that another pointer is, on top of it, look at the brazen impunity. I can say in my lifetime now, I've had 2 people were renditioned. The first person I can say that was rendition, the first attempted rendition was Omar Udiko, 1984. It failed. Now it's a result. Nigeria and Britain broke up diplomatic relation. I think 5th July 1984. That's apart. That one is a failed attempt. The one that succeeded into, think is, what was it, not 2017, Nnamdi Kanu, or 2019, was renditioned. I think it was after Corona, around 2021, I can't remember now exactly. Extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. That is interborder. across international boundary, an affront on international law. Dele Farotimi is number 2. Rendition from Lagos to Ekiti. That is internal. So we might say, after all, the United Nations, we didn't break any UN law. But that is rendition in any case, because there should have been a way of doing it, now that the lawyers are speaking. The greatest shocker I'm having in this Dele Farotimi's case with Afe Babalola is this. People were quick to say the record, the reputation of Afe Babalola he built all over the years, over 60 years. Okay, I wasn't there. They know how he built his record. But from the evidence before me, if you had built this record and you are this, brilliant and you're a legal guru, why did you even accept that Farotimi should be brought from Lagos to Ado-Ekiti? You're a lawyer, you know it. Let's say it was another person and they call you to defend it. You can easily say, no, you go and defend it. But now you are not the person involved. That's one. Secondly, you see, that's of some, I think, who was asking Madam Rita during her submission and was saying, why is it that all our sons, all this, Madam Rita, let me have opportunity to sort of to tackle your this thing. If I can make a dent on it, the answer you may be looking for, it might not be exact. The thing is, how did all of them become SAN? Most of them. I'm not saying that all of them are the same, but most of them. How did all of them become SAN? You have to read that book to see what is going on at the Supreme Court. Because for you to be a SAN, you must have defended some wins on cases at the Supreme Court. If you keep winning at the magistrate,
majority of them, almost majority of them.
Yeah. So you must win a case at the Supreme Court, but I don't know the number of cases. So if you can go there and wangle your way, it means that it's a question of time when you want to submit your application to Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee, LPPG, the people that confer stance. When you tender, they say, number of cases one, you just tick them before Justice is Supreme Court. Before you know it, maybe if there's an oral interview, then you win. That might be it. So that is exactly why all these things are keeping quiet. Then the next thing I have to point out in our first case, this case again, is this. When this issue broke, when the news broke that this is what is happening, everybody just jump on the bandwagon. It's a criminal defamation. After all, not only Lagos State and the Edo State, not only for these two states that criminal defamation is not a crime. So the whole 36 is a crime. Me, I'm not a lawyer. I agree. And I don't know where to go and research to know whether or not true. But I could say, okay. Not knowing that it took Professor Chidi Odinkalu to come and say, even Ekiti State, it is not a crime. And Ekiti State, Afe Babalola, 60 years reputation, senior advocate, had a university, faculty of law, all these things. So when I look at it, I say, you see, this Nigeria, Nare waiting fella talk, Nare paddy. Now we they do scenes. Till today, I want to see a lawyer that will come out and say, Chidi Odinkalu, you lied. All of them kept quiet. So which means if Chidi Odinkalu hasn't said that even in Ekiti State, Ekiti is like when they say Ekiti, it should have been Ekiti, Lagos and Edo. Let's stop at that three. But they say it's only two. So which means Afe Babalola is said, are you telling me that he does not know that whatever I call criminal defamation, if you want to prosecute Dele in Lagos State, it's not a crime here. If you want to prosecute Dele in Ekiti State, the same thing. Maybe if they had want to do it like a Jaguda way, could have told Dele, somebody in Anambra, my state, or maybe Benue, want to see you, make you talk. When he reach there, they catch him. Say, after all, here, Ibi na this thing, na crime. But they did it that way. So a lot of these things, I want people to look beyond mere headline we are seeing. This has gone to the heart of Nigeria. When they say that the law, how do they say it? The last thing that ought to be corrupted in any society, I think, is the judiciary. Because they say that is the last hope of the common man. if the way we dispense justice, because judges, the way I understand, after God, now them. After God in heaven, now judges, because you feel that no matter who you bring before them, they look at the law dispassionately. And for you to follow it from the magistrate court or customary court, magistrate court, high court, appeal court, before you get to Supreme, the people that will be at the Supreme Court, the bench, they are just like the wisest men ever created in that country. So they should give judgment the way it should be. But look at the mess that place has become. So if you pay money or you do this, in those days, people used to say, we never knew that a reverend father wears something underneath, under the cassocks. You think saying, saying they wear trousers and the cassocks, they cover them. So this is exactly the level. That is the significance. Herein lies the importance of what Dele Farotimi was fighting for. People should not trivialize it as if Dele was obedient, he was the spokesman, or he's in a Yoruba, or no. Dele has just, it's like throwing light. He showed the light and people will find the way. So our judiciary, we haven't started. And this is what it has been. So you can now imagine how people go to Supreme Court, they come back, they become governor. Imo State is there. Before you know, you go to Supreme Court. Whenever you leave Supreme Court, it becomes governor. In Nigeria, they now say that you are not yet a governor until Supreme Court says so. If you start from the tribunal, no, you go end in Supreme Court until they say so. So that is the mess Nigeria has become. Now, some people will say, what do we do? Where do we go from here? To be honest with you, I don't know. Because issues like this, I think is beyond me. I don't really know. Where do we go? How are we going to do it? But the fact that I do not know does not mean that other people do not know. Those that know can come up, get to their feet and tell us. But to me, the fact that look at Dele Farotimi, imagine him coming out and still saying, even becoming more vehement. For now, I had him call Nigeria an evil empire. For those who do not know, that phrase, evil empire, was introduced into the political lexicon, if I'm not mistaken, by Ronald Reagan. That is how he described the old Soviet Union. He says it's an evil empire, an empire of evil. That is what Dele Farotimi called Nigeria. That he can only slay them with the truth, nothing more. Say truth is okay. He said, God, once have you spoken once, I heard twice. Look at the way he's talking. It's like talking like somebody who has been martyred. It's like he's already walking on air. He's not bothered because he knows exactly the burden of history. Probably that's why God created him. Because sometimes you may not know. You may not know why you were created. Some people realize that on the age of 18, 19, 20, they've made world record. People has know, oh, this is where they were created. It's like Messi. Nobody can tell me anything about Messi. It's not football. He has made it. Dele might be when he was 30, 40, more than 50 years, they now told the world, this is why God created me. The light, the candle he lit in Nigeria cannot be extinguished because it has shown everybody. And the fact that lawyers are keeping mute because some people are still wanting to use this system to become stand next year or next 2 years. All they keep doing is, let's know who is in the Supreme Court. We go around, see what we can do, take a case to Supreme Court, then come back. And I won the case. I win the case. Then before you know it, they will be counting it, number of goals. By the time it reaches the number they want, I don't get enough case. I apply to become a son. It's a shame, really. But what Dele is just a gadfly. I wish him well. Happy Christmas, Dele Farotimi, wherever you may be. I think you are the best gift for this Christmas to anybody. Thank you very much. Niger Watch.
All right. Thank you very much, Augustine. And thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your long submission. I deliberately just leave you to talk, at least in that area, because I wanted to learn more when it comes to Bola Ige. So I hope other person will add to it. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Just press on the like, help us to share. As they go, so the next person that should be speaking to us now, according to the table, is Give Us a Mandate. Give Us a Mandate. It's good to have you on the show, my brother. Please talk to us. Good evening to you. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
let someone
We
else
can't
go,
hear
Mr.
you.
Elvis. I'll come after them.
Okay,
Let
that's
someone
fine.
else
We'll
go. I'll
come
come
back.
after.
All right. Okay, Oga Chris. Finally, we'll come to you, my brother. Merry Christmas to you. Good evening to you, Owese, for joining us once again. Thanks for all that you do. I beg, tell us what you think about what we present today. And then the next person should be Mr. Charles Eluji, then before Black Panther. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, Thomas, I celebrate. Thank you so much, Mr.
Celebrate,
Nanjawaj.
celebrate.
Yeah, Merry Xmas to you.
Ogbe is say na. I celebrate is not what you say back. You went in, no, you went in my way.
Okay, I'm
Mr.
learning.
Elvis.
If you're
I'm
not confused,
learning.
No,
may
I'm
una
not teach
consult
the
me.
teacher. That's
If
how
you're
they
not
teach
confused,
them.
see, they don't know Didi
Mr.
language. May una
Elvis.
consult me. May una consult me. No be this thing.
Oh,
Don't feel
okay, now.
no
See,
shame,
student,
no
they
shame,
show no part teacher.
no shame about it. May una consult me. I can
And the
I
funny,
sabi the vocabulary. Huh? Waiting.
the funny thing is, say, Ogas here knows Benin like the back of his hand. There was a day he was just naming all the street, and a certain engineer promised him a parcel of land in
No,
Benin,
not
and
not two in promise. I never anyway. That one we know. Say I
yeah.
don't go. No be defame. I don't keep
No,
am.
no,
He go
he's
to
a
appreciate.
trustworthy guy. Yeah,
The land
he's a
go to
trustworthy
appreciate
guy.
anywhere where he did. The land go to appreciate in value.
Abio,
Like
yes, so.
He's a trustworthy guy. Maybe he has
I know.
forgotten something like
My,
that. So
my
well,
engineer Ken.
yeah, engineer Ken, good, yeah. Mr. Anjawa, once again, thank you so much, and Merry Xmas to you and your wonderful family. And at the same time, let me just wish Mommy Diaspora Merry Xmas. Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much for all you do. May you enjoy the reason for the season to its fullest. And everybody on the comment section, I just want to say Merry Xmas to all of you. And yes, somebody said Merry. Yeah, it was Madam Rita that it has to be Merry Xmas and not Happy Season Celebration or whatever. So this is one of the things people. I know people who don't like to hear this. Donald Trump is one of the things I must commend him for. You know, unlike Obama, who was political at every point in time, that saying Merry Christmas will offend some people. So because of that, they just say happy celebration or whatever. Well, all of you in the comment section, I want to say Merry Xmas to all of you once again. It is Xmas. It's not a season thing. It is Xmas. It's the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, who came to redeem mankind from eternal condemnation. And it ought to be celebrated. Yes, I know a lot of people can say it's not December. Of course, obviously, because it was written in the Bible, where shepherds watched their flock by night, all seated on the ground, and the angel of the Lord came, and glory was shone around. At that point in time, December 25th, definitely 25th, definitely you can't do that in Bethlehem of today because it's complete winter. So yeah, we forget about the dates. We focus on the reason for the season. So everybody listening to us from all over the world and people on the panel, I extend the same Merry Xmas greetings to you all. Yeah, Mr. Anga, what you say, you present many things. I make I open my mouth, contribute. You see, and what I don't know until they select all this your topic. All selected, all well selected, and all of them loaded. Anyone you want to talk about, for example, you can take the story of Kenneth Okonkwo and you can spend 30 minutes on that. Any of the stories, but from how will I say it? For national ethos, I just want to talk about. I'll focus more on Bola Ige. Yeah, that's Chief James Ajibola Idowu Ige. That's his full name. You see, this man, a lot of people don't know what this man could have represented in Nigeria if he was not cut short that early. A little bit about him. You see, Ajibola Ige was in AD when democracy came then. He was in AD and he contested with Olufalaye and they lost the presidential ticket to Falaye. And Falaye went on to challenge, what was his name? Obasanjo. And of course, the people that own Nigeria, they gave Obasanjo that election. And the PDP primaries,
by all standard, was won by Alex Ekweme, but because of the powers that be, they had to give it to Obasanjo. That was the origin of using this state power to capture power. So after that election, what happened was that they said, okay, now that PDP has won, it was important they form government of unity. Chief Ajibola Ige was never a member of the PDP. He was in AD. So it was after Obasanjo won the election, they said, okay, to have an all-inclusive government, all political parties, they should join Obasanjo and move the nation forward. Obviously, Olufalaye was not going to do that because he was the presidential candidate of the AD, because then there was still an iota of insanity in our political space. So Bola Ige had to go. And Bola Ige went and became part of that government. And let's not forget, he initially started as Minister of Mines and Power. Then they used to have Mines and Power. Then just under 1 year, he was now moved to the Justice Ministry. So the question is that, Dr. Sim, you mentioned something about the Israeli security agency, that no matter any crime that happens, if you look deep, there's always shreds of evidences around. And you mentioned James Hadley chase. And I also remember one of the chases that I read those days, an ear to the ground. If you have your ear to the ground, you will always, the information is always there somehow. So the reason I'm saying this, if something like this happened, this man didn't die of natural causes. It wasn't even an accident. It was clear assassination. So who could have done it? Who? Now let's look at three things that Bola Ige was after then. No, two things. You know, Bola Ige was vehemently against Sharia law, that it's never going to happen. And now, let's not forget the Zamfara governor, Yerima, and the Borno governor, I think Bunu Sharif, they were the champions of this Sharia. They so overwhelmed Obasanjo, and Obasanjo said that if it is not the making of God, it is not going to stand. That's still where some people blamed Obasanjo, that he could have taken a stand and stop it instead of just allowing it to, instead of leaving that responsibility to God. Obviously, Obasanjo was already eyeing second term, and he knew he needed the North, and he knew Atiku was so powerful, and he knew that the Southwest was not on his side, because that election that brought him to power, he lost all the Southwest states. We must remember when the likes of, what are these governors' name again? Niyi Adebayo, Niyi Adebayo from Ekiti, Adefarati from Ondo,
Yes.
Kolakwe
Shego Shoba.
Shola, yeah,
Shego
Segun
Shoba.
Shola
Shoba.
Kolakwe Shola from Ogun,
Oshun. Oshun.
Osun.
Oshun.
So all these governors, they were all anti-Obasanjo. I think it was only Segun Shoba that was kind of leaning to him. Until today, they still remain friends. But be that as it may, they were all in AD. They were all governors in AD. So Obasanjo literally had no foot in the Southwest, and in the North, Atiku was breathing under his neck. So let's come back to Ajibola Ige. Now, Bola Ige had that to contend with, the Sharia law, because he was against it vehemently, that as long as he's the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, it's not going to work, because Nigeria is a secular state. Then secondly, Bola Ige vowed that he was going to digitalize the judiciary system, the legal system in Nigeria. He was going to digitalize it and wipe out corruption. So if I see Dele Farotimi, I see Bola Ige. In fact, that's why I choose to talk about Bola Ige, because he's linked with Dele Farotimi. And for God's sake, he was murdered on the 23rd. And Dele Farotimi was released today. You can see, is it history in the making? He was murdered on the 23rd of December.
Positive coincidence. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if you see, they have almost the same physical and facial features, and they talk similar. They talk alike. So that was the second thing Bola Ige was against. And When the AD did their convention in Abuja in 2000, it was clear that Bola Ige was going to be the next presidential candidate of the AD. It was clear that he was going to face OBJ. So you could see the three gigantic issues that he confronted. Number one, presidential election 2003, and he was gaining so much momentum because he has already taken over the structure of AD from Olufalai. Number two, vehemently against Sharia law. And number three, he vowed to clean up the judiciary by digitalizing everything. You cannot manipulate anything again in the judiciary. This was 23 years ago. So Nigeria is not lacking leadership, visionary leadership. It's just that the visionary leaders are never allowed to get to power. Imagine if the judiciary has been digitalized 20 years ago. Just imagine that. 20 years ago. Just imagine that. The achievement that we would have achieved in terms of justice delivery by now. So it never happened. It never saw the light of the day. And Bola Ige was murdered in cold blood. The reason why people keep pointing accusing finger at Obasanjo was that during Obasanjo's presidency, he was a juggernaut. He didn't listen to anybody. So he had all the power to have broken all protocols to investigate this man. But yet, nothing. The case was treated shambolically, very coldly, one step at a time. Whereas other issues that bothered Obasanjo, he was very, very aggressive about them. It's not the same Obasanjo that comes out on national television to read the impeachments of senators. Let's not forget the first group of senators that suffered under his aggressive style. Those first group of senators, it even included one famous man from Benin who was the chief whip. Everybody from Edo State will know him, Senator Roland Owie. It was Obasanjo that gathered all of them together, about 8 senators, all of them, on national television, and they chased them away. The reason I'm saying this, a president that had that enormous power to do that, he couldn't stop the Sharia law, and he couldn't ensure that Bola Ige case was well investigated. And the sad part, the senator, Iyola Omishore, that was also implicated, was arrested, and from jail, Omishore was winning elections. In prison, he was winning election after election from prison. That was how bad the situation was. Omishore kept winning his election. So it's only speak to the roots of your system, because if you discuss politics and think that whatever you are saying today, they started today, it's a lie. They've been there from the beginning. And I was saying, we talk about rendition again. So I wouldn't need to mention that so that we don't become redundant. But there's something that I need to add. You see that Umaru Diku, the first ever illegal rendition that ever happened in the nation. It was what cost Nigeria visa-free entry to the UK. Because prior to that time, because of the diplomatic arrangement we had on ground, with your passport, you could buy a ticket and off you go to the UK. Off you go. These were part of the benefit of the Commonwealth arrangement and the colonial arrangement. But because any person could come in, the people that went to kidnap him, they went in because visa application process itself is an opportunity to gather information about individual, and you have them in your system. But these people that did that kidnapping, they couldn't find them in the system. But later they now realized that their route was from Lagos to, I think, Istanbul, then to UK. So the argument was that if they had applied for a visa, it would have been easier to clamp them. So because of that, that was how you and I, we started having to go and get visa to go to the UK. I think one of my uncle here, well, distant uncle, some of you will know him. When he left to the UK then, he never needed a visa because he benefited from that. Well, let's come back to it. Now, having painted this scenario, the reason I have to refer back to that time, and this was Umaru Dikko, I think was like in 1983 or 84. How many years ago? That is to let you guys know that whatever you see today in your nation, it's been there before.
Mr. Chris, sir. Mr. Chris.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Chris.
Yes, sir.
I hate to do this, but can you allow me just 1 minute, sir?
Okay.
Mr. Elvis, I don't know if you're close to your system, if you can open your camera, open mine, and just ask you one question, sir, if you don't mind hearing me.
What did you say?
Mr. Elvis, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You said what?
Are you able to? I just have a question. I have a question for you, sir.
Okay.
Open your camera.
No, I cannot open my camera now for some reason.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, want to the way these men are speaking, CM and
okay. You are breaking.
Mr. Channel, you think of doing this.
We can't hear you.
Crazy.
Why not park somewhere? It's like you are driving.
You are
if you are driving, you park.
Okay, but I don't understand what he's trying to
say.
Yeah,
I'm pulling over now. I'm pulling over.
That's what you should have done.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is that, sorry, what I was trying to say is maybe with the way these men are speaking, when you were creating this channel, I know you didn't have this in plan, but I don't know if you feel some kind of sense of greatness and accomplishment with this channel, because honestly, for me, with all that I've heard so far about this whole thing tonight, I'll just give these three men, just let them speak, and also thank you.
Okay,
these men, they thought they can kill history, but the more you try to kill history, you cannot do it. It just gladdened my heart that I'm hearing these men speak, and honestly, it gets me emotional, and I just cannot but hold it. And that's why I asked Mr. Chris if you can allow me, because all that we are hearing tonight, it just brings it just shows the evil in this blessed country, and these evil men taking advantage and destroying the country. Madam Rita, Dr. CM, Mr. Chris, other will still speak. I do appreciate you all.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. God bless you. It's a collective effort here. Feel great or no feel great, but we have still not achieved what we are here for. By God's grace, hopefully, somehow, someday we'll achieve it, to have that better Nigeria that we are fighting for. Like I've said before, it's not a job for one person. Now, all of us, they do I'm here. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you for that compliment. Oga Chris, thank you, sir.
Yeah, give us our mandate, and thank you so much. And Mr. Anjawas, thank you for coordinating that short section. Yeah, give us our mandate. Thank you so much. I think, in all sincerity, we really have to give it to Nigeria. The reason I say this is that he doesn't control what people come here to say. As long as you are saying the truth, as long as you are not being disrespectful, and as long as you are not biased. Because the reason I say this, if we already have a CEO that is leaned towards a particular political party or a particular set of politicians, you'll be very careful of the kind of things you say. You want to say things that will please him. But because the CEO has been obviously open, is completely unbiased, he has no ethnic or religious leanings, and it's fair in totality. So that's why we are able to come here and say our mind the way it is. Once again, thank you so much. Now, I need to quickly bring this down so that other people can come in. Now, the reason we have to lay all this foundation is that we need to give ourselves a sense of where we are coming from so that we know that whatever we are seeing today, it's nothing new. It has been there, it is there now, and it will continue to be there unless we do something about all of them. And that is one of the purposes of this station. That is to keep talking about these things, to keep refreshing these things. And it staggers my imagination that people will have the audacity to say, all you people do is to talk, 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 and talk. Just refreshing our minds every day, telling people this story from different perspectives is even enough to cause that change. Because if you say some of these things, some people, the stories might just be so unreal that it will force some people to go and read further and see if these are truths. Yes. And again, the reason you have to refresh everybody of their memory, it brings about a call for action, and it can also bring about healing. There's one old trick in medical practice. Dr. Sin, I think you've mentioned that severally. If you have a dirty wound, all you need to do is to go and clean the wound, re-injure the wound again. In the process of cleaning it, the wound will bleed.
Yes.
But that bleeding is going to lead to healing.
It's called opening up. You go open up the wound, open and well. Open.
It go bleed, it go pepper the person, but
yes.
it go cause that bleeding, and it go lead to the healing. The same thing if you are saying these things can be very painful to some people, but you have to call. For example, we've mentioned Obasanjo. I know he's the hero of many people, but we have to hear these things so that our hearts will bleed out, and eventually it will lead to the healing of our nation. Because 40 years ago, you and I, we were not faced with these challenges. It was our parents. 40 years later, we are dealing with these issues. 40, if we don't do something, 40 years after, our children will have to contend with their children. I think at this juncture, let me leave it so that other people will talk. Yeah. Mr. Nanjawaj, do we continue or you come in? Or should I call the next person, Mr. Nanjawaj? Okay. If Mr. Nanjawaj is not immediately available, ladies and gentlemen, please use the like button, the share button, and the dollar sign. It's your number one station of choice, the Nanjawaj Media, and we are here on the YouTube aspect of this media broadcast. The reason I said YouTube aspect because the station is on Facebook, TikTok, all the social media handle. You can find Nanjawaj Media there. Please follow us, subscribe, and just do everything you can to send these voices far to every corner of the world. And we continue in this discourse to emancipate our nation from the current quagmire that we are facing. And in this connection, I just want to call the next person to speak with us. And if I'm right, I think that will be Mr. Charles Eloji. Mr. Charles, if you are there, you want to open your microphone, and Merry Christmas to you, and talk to us, Mr. Charles.
Hi. Good morning from Australia to everyone, and happy Christmas.
Mr. Charles, background noise.
Please, another person can speak, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just mute yourself. Thank you so much. Take care of business, Mr. Charles. We'll come to you shortly. Can you off your microphone, Mr. Charles?
Yeah.
Thank you. Of course, we just move straight to Black Panther. Black Panther, it's good to have you on the Christmas Eve broadcast. You want to open your microphone and talk to us, please, Black Panther.
Thank you, my brother. I just laugh. Those kids, they make me smile this season. They don't want grill now, they are torn. Wow. Now my hand is full. Thank God for God's blessing. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody speaking.
What a man can do, a man can do better.
It's not easy. It's not easy for them. Nobody not going to understand now. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank our mommy, diaspora. Mommy, God will bless you. We have journeyed and we are still journeying. Like our elders will say, they say, I like to say
Well,
it
Black
in
Panther,
our
I
local,
really need to.
Yeah.
Black Panther, Black Panther.
yeah?
Sorry, I really need to pause you. I really need to
Okay.
pause you for 1 minute, please. Let's give it up for Madam Busy Brains. Madam Busy Brains, thank you so much for your wonderful contribution to this station. And this just goes to show that we all believe in this station. And despite the fact that you've not been on the panel for some time, it clearly shows that you follow this station on and off stage. Thank you so much. We appreciate you from the depth of our hearts. Your pocket never run dry, and good Lord continue to bless you far and beyond your expectation, even at this season, for the commemoration of the birth of the Savior of the world. Thank you, Madam Busy Brains. And Black Panther, you want to come over and continue your discourse?
Thank you very much for cutting me short. But I will continue now. I want to thank our mommy. We have been on a long journey, and the journey looks so long that many people they are giving up. My father told me, my grandfather told me, he said, we came to the world to trade. And after we finish our trade, we'll go back home. You see, I would also like to thank the people out there as we celebrate this Yuletide Merry Christmas. I want everybody to share love to your neighbors. I want everybody to just share love to your neighbor and to appreciate what the Lord has done for everybody. I want to thank those out there, most of our patriots in Nigeria. I want to thank them for standing firm. We know what we are seeing today is strong. We know there's a lot of cloud somewhere. The cloud is thick. But one thing I assure everyone, our fight will never be in vain. He said, as we go through the tunnel that is so dark, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. And that light will never go down. I want to say congratulations to every one of us. We are still on the fight. We are still on the verge. But today is a different one. We are thinking back to a great hero.
Mr. Chris, we need to do 3 minutes so that we'll round up. No say Christmas there around the corner.
Which one be your own self? You know, go sleep.
Don't be sleep.
Okay, sir. Black Panther, use your time or your time they go. Black Panther.
I'm using my time when those don't they come they interject me. Which one they talk now? When I they talk, I
go out yourself, my friend.
3 minutes. Which kind democracy they practice? I mean, don't talk to Agbado people. And they talk, they say 3 minutes. Let us talk finish. Then we'll use 3 minutes. I want to thank as the CEO just stopped me and interjected me. I want to thank everybody. And I want to say here, the great hero that we are talking about here was I call him one of the musketeers of the great son of Africa in the person of Awolowo. He was the right-hand man of Awolowo. He was the man that Awolowo confided in to keep the flag of the struggle, to keep that flag flying. And in this man is Awo. They all know that in him is Awo. And they wanted to cut that thing off so that their kind of Awoism, which we are seeing now, that is cutting short the lifespan of the movement of Awoism in the West. Now, I would like to say, he's a man that has conscience. He's a man that believes that without we coming together the so-called Nigeria can never be achieved. He was very blunt, and in his own kind of bluntness, if you put anything on it, it will cut it. That is the person we are talking about today. That was slain. That was targeted by the Nigerian state. That was targeted by his own people, some of his own people. And it was brought down by the state. Quote and unquote. Because our people say, if house not will kill you, if house not will buy you, outsider not go fit buy you. That's what I see. And it is there. It is shown. Many people said, oh, when we talk about Obasanjo, people said, oh, Obasanjo is the greatest leader. There are so many factors you have not considered. Before we said he is not, we have looked into all the things that he has done against the people and he has done against his own race. It was right in his nose that his own brother that was fighting to make sure that Nigeria is well structured. He was brought down in his nose and he didn't do anything. Up to today, he has cleaned that stuff under the carpet in the person of Obasanjo, Aremu, Baba Yabo. He swept the case of his own brother, left his own brother under the carpet. And yet, people will tell me that I should be proud of him. Bola Ige is an icon in the judicial sector. He's a man that wanted to clean the judiciary before all this vampire came in. They knew he wanted to clean it. That is why they could not speak even after his death. That is why they could not rise up to contest and ask the question. That is why they could not rise up in our brother, Uncle Femi. That is why they could not rise up to speak. Because they never wanted the judiciary to be clean. Most of them never went. Most of the majority that became SAN today, it was Paddy government that gave them the SAN. Majority of them that got SAN in the 80s, they never deserve it. They never deserve it. So we are talking about a country that have lost everything. Morally speaking, they've lost it. A country where the other side of the world, the other side of the country, the north, they don't want unity. But yet, they preach one Nigeria, quote and unquote. You see, when we stood and speak from the beginning, when this election started, we said the system that we are putting forward will never bring or give birth to a good government. They said, oh, what is this system you are talking about? We need to sit down to fathom the way forward before the heroes, our heroes that were slain, can smile at the nation. Before those that this nation are taking down will smile at us. If we don't do that, no amount of preaching of one Nigeria, no amount of anything you say of one Nigeria, Nigeria can never be the same. Nigeria will not. Because like I told you before, yesterday, I said Nigeria is about to slip over into the Iranian space, where a dollar is being sold for 777,000 riyal per dollar. We are moving down there. People think it's not possible. There's nothing possible under the earth, under the sun. It is possible. Because all the characteristics that will make us slide in deeply and be comfortable there is right there in our face right now. I listened to the presidential speech. I almost cried. I almost blew my TV. This is a man called the president. He could not even appeal to the family of our children that was slain. He could not even bring the flag of the whole country, quote and unquote, to halfway to honor the people. 40 is going into his 45% of his reign as a president. He's already in. He could not honor those that were cut short. The 32 of them generation that will take over from this generation, they were slain, they were cut short. And he's there, braggadociously saying, I'm the president of the nation. My eyes were filled with tears. That life does not mean anything to the Nigerian state. That is why this course we are in, it is not I am swearing to the state called Nigeria, but this thing we are in, if we don't come together to say what will be and put a name down, Nigeria will never come to the limelight. Never.
Black Panther Roundup.
Never. I just want to say to everyone, let us keep the fire burning. Let us not compromise. Look, when you are standing for the truth, wear the regalia and stay alone and keep on fighting and saying the truth. That is where the victory is. You can see our uncle that came out yesterday. He said he heard a voice, and the truth is the only thing that can throw these men into a place where they'll be fighting themselves. Let us stand on the truth. They will come after us, but let's keep on fighting and standing for the truth. Anybody that comes contrary to the truth, let us roar like a lion that is beating his tail. That is where we are going to. That is why we will never compromise, and I will never compromise, because this regime is bringing us down, and we must fight this regime to the last. Thank you, Nigeria Watch. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Enjoy yourself, but don't forget this thing: share love with your neighbor. That is the joy of Christmas. May God bless everybody.
Yeah, God bless you too, Black Panther. Thank you so much for your very deep submission. Yes, I clearly remember when the Obasanjo and conundrum was thrown into the debate like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was leading to, a very feverish discussion here. It was leading to a very feverish discussion on whether Obasanjo is a hero or a villain. And let's continue on the broadcast. Can I call on Mr. Charles Eluji? Charles, are you ready to talk to us now?
Yeah, actually, I don't have much to say. The only thing I want to comment here is concerning our media, because I know I did not start from the beginning, so I didn't have time to listen to some of the topics that have been played here. So, but I want to comment on the presidential chat with the media. You see, I think the problem we have in Nigeria is, I think media is one of our problems, because I listened to some part of that chat where the president mentioned that, Nigerians should learn how to manage in the midst of poverty. Is asking Nigeria to learn how to manage. And the media, those people there could not summon the courage and asking him questions if Nigerians could learn how to manage. What about you people that are in government? Have you people learned how to manage? They couldn't summon that courage. They were all playing on the gallery, speaking like, they are, they are descend with the president. And I never see interviews. I've listened to many interviews. If you listen to CNN and other media companies with their government officials, you see how they look at the politicians eye to eye, ask them questions that borders the country, questions that the citizens will listen that they know, yes, these people are representing it, because when you are talking representatives, leaders are one of the representatives of the citizens. But if they cannot do their job, they are doing like, oh, everything is okay. Did you see how this thing happened? What did you think about this? Mr. President, you said that Nigerians should learn how to manage. What about you people that are in the government? The other time you spent 20-something billions to vice president, presidential vice president house. You spend billions of this to buy private jet. Your wife office. What happened to them? They can't summon that courage. They were there playing on the gallery. Honestly, most of the times I don't summon courage to talk about Nigeria, what is happening in Nigeria, because it's something that whenever you remember, you begin to shed tears and cry. You ask yourself, is this a country? Or is this an animal like Nande Kali? Is it really a zoo that people will wake up, they just do things as if there is no government? Honestly, this is all I want to say. Thank you, and I wish everybody a happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you.
Yeah, we wish you the same. Wish the same to you. I know you're on the other side of the world, Australia. Yeah. Thank you for joining the broadcast today, and thank you for your submission. Now, so we say, even in the so-called animal kingdom, there's rules. There are rules. They know who their king is. The weakest of them will never lead the best of them. The dullest of the animals will never lead the animal kingdom. It is the strongest, it is the best of them that leads them. Even in animal kingdom. I beg, give us our mandate. Are you there so that you talk to us? Give us our mandate. Give us our mandate. If you are ready, just draw my attention and we'll give you the opportunity to talk. So, guys, it's the second segment and final segment of this broadcast, just 3 minutes. And I'm going to stop you when it's 3 minutes. So it's better you round up your thoughts so that you will not be interjected. And let me quickly call Madam Rita. But no, wait, Madam Rita, hold on. Mama Hecho, are you still there? Okay, Mama Hecho is not available. Mama Hecho, when you are available, just let us know. Madam Rita, Merry Xmas to you. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Please open your microphone. 3 minutes is all you got. Welcome.
Thank you, Domo.
Domo.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Chris. Thank you so much. And I think I've I just want to wish everybody a happy Christmas. Mr. Joseph Odi, Mr. Chris Bibwezi, my lady Busy Brain, and also Debbie Agio. I pray that I'm believing and I know that you are healed, and then just know that you're in my thoughts, and it's going to be all right. And also wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025. Hopefully, by the grace of God, we'll speak tomorrow. And I just feel I'm meeting a lot of people. I can't remember their names now. Madam Sabi, Lady Origin, so many other people. Irene Finest. There's a lot of people. I'm sorry if I didn't remember your name now. It's the Christmas mode. There's a lot of things going on. So let us go on a happy note. Whatever we're seeing today, Bola Ige's daughter, is just kind of a reminder to everyone, to the kind of country that we're living in. I think there's something somebody said that kind of said about Black Panther was talking about the president. I think, this is my last note, I think that the emergence of the man from Bodilon that calls himself Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his emergence as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was the catalyst that was going to expose a lot of things that many of us were blinded to. You see, when you have somebody like that sitting on the throne, it exposes a whole lot, even the ones closest to you, that they are part of the rot. So I would say, well, people call it a blessing in disguise. If you want to call it that, that's fine. But I just, because once this man has been there, see, a lot of people have been coming out and like, wow, who is this person? Who is that person? And then now, Dele Farotimi is there, Peter Obi is there, and then now you're not seeing Bola Ige's, Chief Bola Ige's daughter. She's coming out now to speak. So it's just a catalyst, and we're seeing more. It's seeing a lot of people, passing on with this stampede. It's showing how the country is starved. There's a lot of things going on. So this man, actually, the emergence of this man from Bodilon is actually bringing out the many worms that have been in the can that many of us haven't seen. So I pray that God will give us the foresight to see the things that are unseen to us in the physical, because Nigeria is a country where the more you look, the less you see. So on this note, everybody, please stay happy. No matter what happens in your life or whatever is going on, everything is going to be all right. I'm just going to encourage you. Everything is going to be all right. If you don't see rice to eat whatever you have. The birth of Jesus Christ will be a new beginning for everybody. 2025 is going to be great. Trust me, it's going to be great for everybody. And I pray that everybody will enter 2025 in good health. Yes, in good health. Mommy Diaspora, I'm still the only one that loves you forevermore. Anybody who wants to contest, is a contest in futility. And all the men here, I'm still going to say, I am coming here tomorrow, but I'm just going to say it as we have the time now. They say, speak out now. I'm still going to say I am not a feminist. I feel men should uphold their family, stand as a man, do what you need to, the role that you need to play it, try, look for mentorship. A lot of men are lacking mentorship. And I think this program is also teaching men some sort of mentorship. And the same thing applies to women too. Hold on to your children, love your children, hug your children, kiss your children, tell them you love them, tell them you are proud of them. They need to hear the word. Say it out.
Love your husband too. Love your husband.
Yes, but I'm talking about children right now. Say it out. Tell your children, if it's Ada, I love you. If it's Ezoge, I love you. Say it out.
Women will be iron. They know they talk about us.
And also, call your husband.
I am advising you people now.
Your Lord.
People are interrupting
Call
me.
your husband your
Serious
Lord.
talk. Listen now. Mr. Abu is interrupting me.
Black Panther,
Madam Rita, one dabaru the whole thing now. Where it don't start, better to one dabaru.
Now, so she dey take find trouble now. You know,
Call your husband, my Lord. Call your husband, my Lord. As learned from Sarah, you are saying Aja Tukuma.
She's being strategic. She's being strategic.
On Christmas Day. Kneel down Christmas Day and give your husband the food. Kneel down Christmas Day, give your husband the food.
She want dabaru the whole thing.
I love you, thank you very much.
I don't know why all of them bodies of the pepper now. I am setting some streets here.
30 seconds.
Thank you. I want to say, if you have a spouse, love your spouse, love your parents, love your children. Tell them you love them. They need to hear the words. They need to hear that I am proud of you and I love you. Please, all of you, say it today. Don't assume. Say it today, one-on-one with your children. Hug them and tell them you love them. Hug your spouse and appreciate your spouse. Women need to be appreciated. That is what women need this Christmas. So that's the message for all the men. Women just need appreciation. Show appreciation. All right. Merry Christmas.
We don't hear.
I am leaving the panel now.
Men no need appreciation.
Before you attack me, I'm leaving the panel now.
Men no need appreciation.
Madam Rita, don't
go.
Madam Rita, please.
Yes. I want to leave. I want to go and cook for my family. You people want me to be staying
when
here.
When you don't break table, now so you don't break table.
Let her go because we don't close.
Let her go. You don't break table.
When you get call your husband, my Lord, say, my Lord, I love you, I love you, my Lord.
She's being strategic. No mind her, she's strategic.
Madam Rita,
yes, sir.
Let's quickly make this clarification now.
Okay.
And if you talk about being feminism, these are.
You want to start another topic, so I got Chris.
No, Mr. Anjawa, sorry, I will spend only 1 minute. See, every woman is supposed to be feminine. Feminism is when
Oh my
women,
God.
they want to take the role of
Okay, we don't
men
already
in
know. Thank you.
society. And that is not,
Oga
is
Chris,
Why
never
do
a
Mr.
problem.
Chris? Why do you feel the
Oga
need to
Chris, we
explain that
don't
to
know. We
me,
don't know. Now we argue one night. Me and she, we
Mr.
nearly argue
Chris?
fire for here.
Okay, Madam
She
Rita,
said she
Mr.
not be
Chris, why do you
feminism.
need?
She
Why do
be
you feel the
female.
need
She
to
not be
define that to
feminist.
me? Like
No,
seriously?
okay, thank you.
The reason
What was
I'm
the
saying
need?
this,
What was the need?
the need is that you said you are not a feminist, you know. If you
I am
keep saying
speaking my
that,
word. I'm
yes,
not
if you
as
keep,
I don't want people to
Okay,
ask. I have to
can
say.
we
I
close
listen. I
Oga
believe in
Chris?
speaking out.
No,
Just
I
like
never talk my 3 minutes.
let's
So what you
continue.
about to talk?
good
Let's
night,
Please.
continue.
everybody. I'm going to cook.
Leave Madarita
Bye.
may go, I beg.
I love.
Margarita,
May go, I
at the
beg. Madarita,
background.
go cook. Go.
Black Panther, just wait now, Black Panther. Madam Rita, please be listening at the background. So many things will
Okay.
be said.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
thank you. Thank
I'm
you so
still on
much
the
for
background. Please share
yeah,
this
Merry
program.
Merry Christmas.
be
Merry
listening.
Christmas and tell
Go and
everybody
Go
you
share the
for the
love
black
them.
Lord.
soup.
Speak
Cook
the
for the
word. Say the word. Tell them.
Madam,
Tell your children you love them and you're proud of them. Good night, everybody. Merry Christmas. See you tomorrow.
I love the men.
stay at the
Well,
back.
love your partner too and appreciate the women. The women want
Husband,
appreciation.
not partner.
No.
Husband.
We want. We want. Good night.
Madam Rita, go and cook for your Lord.
Which Lord?
The
Cooking
Lord of
for
the house.
everybody. My whole street. I'm cooking for my whole street.
Go and
Family
cook
and
for
street.
the Lord of the house,
Good
Madam
night.
Rita.
Good night.
The listen,
Dr. CM
It's
Domosao.
good. Thank you very much. You good. Make person they come Naija watch you. Go they learn. So when a woman sabi in work as a woman in a feminine, but if you want go do that man work, now you go become feminist.
Feminist, yes.
You go be wife.
May we continue. Give us a minute. I can see you open your microphone. If you can talk to us now, quickly use your time. We need to leave here before Christmas. And give us our mandate. Okay, give us mandate. It's not available. So Black Panther, quickly, 3 minutes. Quickly. Black Panther, can you hear me at all?
Okay, if you know one time, I talk.
Not in the year they talk now.
No, in the muted. Okay, let me quickly drop my own. Well,
I did. Off the mic.
Okay, Black Panther, quickly.
Dr. CM, you be my man, no. You know, so now you have to talk anyhow to you. You be my man.
You go renew the license, so you go renew that license.
Black Panther, your time they go.
You know what I want to say? I want to speak to my Eastern brothers.
The weather, right?
Indigbo Kwenu.
Turbulence in the air.
I want to cry. I want to congratulate you people. Who is that now? Somebody's talking.
Give us our mandate. Okay, good.
I want to congratulate the Indigbos. The Indigbos have made the enemies of the Igbos to say the truth. Who has been lying down saying they are on? We now know who is the unknown gunman in the east. Asari Dokubo has spoken that he has been holding the metal with the Nigerian armed forces in the east. Now we now know who is the unknown gunman. We now know who is the unknown gunman, who is provoking and who is doing all sort of illegality in the east. Now you all know. He said it with his mouth that Kanu is guilty. That Kanu is guilty until the law, the second time, grant him not guilty before he can go free. We now know who is the enemy. Who is the enemy of the East? The person of Asari Dokubo. Indigbo, we are not carrying enough a fight go anywhere. Now I'm gonna focus on and nothing he go do, nothing if he do. Now mouth day. The whole thing in the East that has been happening where we were saying, oh, these unknown people, where did they come from? We now know because he said it with his own mouth. You all saw it. He said, I have been side by side with Nigerian military fighting the Easterners, his own brothers. for nothing's sake. A civilian speaking that is fighting his own brothers. Still, he's still there. He said he's still there. They are still doing the thing. They are still doing it there in the east. If people heading. So I want to thank all my Igbo brothers. We must continue the struggle for a better land, for a better country. We must continue until we get that country we are looking for. We will not rest. If we don't get it in our time, our children will get it. I want to say Merry Christmas to my Igbo people, and I want to say Merry Christmas to all the Nigerians that are fighting for the truth. May God continue to bless us, lift us up, and our enemy will cry at the long run, and we will smile in Jesus' mighty name. I want to thank Nigeria Watch. You are awesome. You're a blessing to the generation. Don't be down. Don't talk down yourself. You are already there. You are going up. Even though we don't see it, but we can smell it that victory is coming. If we can put that, we can fight this fight for our generation, for our kids to take it, then so be it. So be it. That should be our joy. We have fought a good fight, and we are going to get the victory. Thank you all. Merry Christmas to every one of you. It's a season of sharing love. Let us come to share love. I want to break the coconut now. I love you, mommy. I love you 100 times. I break it today. Black Panther, I say, I love you plenty. You know me now. I'm a radical lover. I love you plenty. God bless you, mommy. Thank you.
Thank you, Black Panther. You know the shame. Madam Rita don't come out, and now you call it make mad. You don't fit.
Which one they make? Not me drive. Ask me to go. Make go sleep. Make go cook.
I beg. Guys here, make you talk to us.
Very much. Black Panther, thank you, and I wish you what you wish the Igbo people. I wish you too.
Black Dr. Sien, Black Panther, the matter where you say make Dr. Sien bring, you know, say we not fit discuss on today. That one will be another time.
It will be another time, and I know why. I go touch him. I know why. So Black Panther, thank you very much. What you wish us, may it come back to you 1 million folds.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you. And in the spirit of Christmas, I wish everybody have Merry Christmas once again. Mommy Diaspora, thank you. Since January till now, you've been holding the fort from the backstage. You know, now we be the front office personnel where people they see what you do. Nobody sees you, but we know that you are there for us. And then in the time of emergency, you people do sort us out. So Niger Watch, as a friend, I thank you for your worldview. I thank you for what you do. The plan today would have been that we do watch night. What I think, according to Black Panther, watch night day. But I know why. Now I tell you, safe to say, I know for delay, so that the thing will coincide tomorrow. But on a quick. When they celebrate bad day today, I just watch no day again. Okay, let's say don't come out. Okay, so it will say instead of me on a delay by 24 hours, on a no agree. Otherwise, if for coincide on Christmas Day. But as it is, what can we do? So I thank each and every one of us. I wish everybody Merry Christmas. It's been a long time. We are more like a family here. We gather, we debate, we banter, we quarrel, we settle, we quarrel again, we settle, we banter, we quarrel, we settle, we educate each other, we laugh, we come back, we banter. In fact, the cycle keep repeating itself, but what can we do? The only thing is that my only plea is those that claim that they listen to us, those in the authority, let them do at least 10% of what we do recommend here. It will make a great impact. All that we say here, we are not here to sort of, to prescribe what is not possible. It's just how to make things better. That's what we are here for. We are not the crowd that prescribe what is impossible or what will make the life of an average Nigerian to be good. Let them try some of the solutions we give here free of charge. Even if they don't want to acknowledge it, when they do it, we know because things will improve. All this fuel hike, insecurity, economy, simple economics, simple inflation. Even corruption by now, go don't tire them. But be that as it may, I wish everybody happy Christmas. Please continue to listen to us at Niger Watch. Like I keep saying, we don't manufacture news. We don't even have the implements, the instrument to manufacture news. Rather, what you hear, the news we broadcast here, the what you hear on Niger Watch, you must have had it in so many places. They read it up, listen to it. The difference is the way, the perspective we bring to it. The news you hear is taken as a given. It is the perspective, the analysis we bring. I think that is why you should have to be listening to us. Thank you. Night, Chris. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, and Dr. Sim, it's a fine place to leave it. And as for me, I just want to, I really want to start from Nigeria. Nigeria, thank you so much for this platform you've given us to be able to communicate to not only Nigerians, but to the entire world. May the good Lord continue to bless you and your family and then protect you, guide you, and meet all your needs whenever and wherever. Thank you so much. And the people that have been on the panel, I think Dr. Sam pretty said everything, banter, settle, which is supposed to be the spirit. And thank you all of you for being understanding and for being mature. And all of you for panel today, Madam Rita, Dr. Sam, Mama H, give us my mandate, and Black Panther and Dr. Charles Eluji. I hope I got that right. Charles, wherever you are in Australia, enjoy yourself. Enjoy Christmas with your family. And we hope we'll see you tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. And everybody on the comment section. I greet all of you, especially. I wish you a Merry Xmas. I'm not saying with a hurry, maybe we quick come out. So to call everybody name, good day easy. But no matter what, Madam Peggy Modi, see you. Good evening. You do well. God will bless you. Madam Eunice Okorofebe, thank you so much. And Paul Omolodun, it's good to have you on this Christmas Eve broadcast. And Kessie, happy Christmas to you. Chizoba Chukwuka. Yes, give us a mandate. Give us a mandate. I can hear you.
I don't think it's Xmas. Merry Christmas. Christmas, not Xmas. Christmas.
Sorry?
You said at Christmas you should
not X. You shouldn't use Xmas.
Okay, yeah. Don't mind me. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Now, me even they make that correction earlier. Thank you. Give us our mandate.
No, say from Europe day.
Yeah.
That's what they call out for that place.
It's very important. Give us our mandate. Thank you so much. A Merry Christmas to everybody. And Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much. Madam Rita, don't go. So, Mommy, we love you. We love you past Madam Rita. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for everything you do behind the scenes. Like Dr. Sam was saying, we appreciate you from the depth of our heart. May the good Lord bless you. Please, everybody, permit me to invite Nigeria so that we all can.
I dare. Don't invite me.
This one, I just want to chop, Sha. I just want to chop that chicken.
Black Panther, I beg. No interjection.
No mind now. No mind them.
In the interject me now, them.
Agbiri. All right, guys. Thank you so much. God bless you all. My wonderful panelists. And the year what God see me so for delay. I don't know what with the delay. So.
No, say for person to say on a delay, and that birthday where they happen today for happen tomorrow. Now I tell you say on a for delay. I don't know quick.
Delay.
Which one you did? No one.
Well, I do well, my wonderful people. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Garcia. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you very much, Mama H.O. Thank you, Black Panther, my brother, give us a mandate. Thank you, Mother Rita, for coming in. And every one of you that came in today, thank you so much. God bless you all. Those of you that called in today, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. And those of you that super chatted the channel today, thank you so much. I will echo your name again. Crosby Entertainment TV. Thank you, Stephanie Ojek, George Blue Shell, Martin Benjamin, and Madam Busy Brains. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you all, my people. Thank you very much, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. Merry Christmas to you. Celebrate Yenoge. Thank you very much, everyone. Right there, Abu Azi, Peggy Modi. God bless you. Vitus Ekwebelem. Thank you, my people. Eunice, I can see you right there as well. Paul Omorodio, I can see you. God bless you all, my people. Shizoba, I can see you. Cassie, I can see you. Thank you. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Yes, our Christmas continue. Yes, but tomorrow evening, by God's grace, we all are coming back here again. Yes, when you want to do Christmas for me, I'm gonna come with my turkey, my chicken, my anything we know so eat for us. As you they eat them, when you think of me, just come here. By God's grace, tomorrow will be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful broadcast. Fingers crossed. I appreciate every one of you, my wonderful people. We've come to the end of the broadcast. See you guys again later on. Oh no, tomorrow. We'll never enter later on for you. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. by God's grace. Oba Tokbe, he said. Good night, my people.
Thank you. Good night.